Okay. It's like 20 seconds late. I think that's the latest we've ever been. So
Hey, not bad for episode
not bad.
22.
Not bad.
20, yeah,
you know,
whatever.
I mean, it's better than like being super duper late. You guys ready for some D&D? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so ready. We have so much prepared, so you guys could literally go and do whatever you want, but hopefully you save Kinsley first. Then
I mean, we're right there
We might
in
as
front
well.
of the door. But I don't know, like maybe we'll just not.
I don't know. You always just turn around.
I can go and make my new character right now. if you guys
Don't
want.
worry. Little old me is ready to.
Oh, right. Okay,
Go
let's
under.
get started. Let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay, so welcome back, adventurers, to another episode of the Curse of Strahd with your cast here at Lakeside Legendz. First, we have imra'lyr Sardith, the Shadow Elf Ranger, played by Lore. Kinsley, our firbolg cleric, played by Blair, who we are so happy is back this week.
Yay!
Yay! Me, a changeling druid, played by Arthur. And Francisco Guadalupe del Valle, a changeling fighter, played by Trevor.
Hey, that's my thing.
I
I do it in all my TikToks.
And let's not forget about yours truly, your master storyteller and DM for this saga, DM David. See, I always do that at the end because it's like an applause for me, not for you guys, for me. So
You know, I was just thinking that.
that's why I always
I
do
was
it.
too.
All right. So, on our last episode, having just kindled the flaming wrath of the burgomaster, Vargas Valakovich, our heroes attempted a daring escape from the town of Valeki. Unfortunately, not all of our heroes were able to make it out unscathed, as our favorite cleric, Kinsley, was taken prisoner. Wah, wah, wah.
My spell didn't work very well. I did not hide very good.
Apparently not.
Apparently, Kinsley just stood there in the darkness. This is fine. This is a great hiding place.
They can't see me.
Fine.
I
All
can't see
right.
them.
Although imra'lyr and Francisco were able to make it outside of the city walls without much trouble, Me found himself stuck as two guards discovered him hiding in a bush. Not wanting to be thrown in jail, Me quickly shape-shifted himself into a small child before his discovery, and the guards offered to walk the young boy back home. Allowing himself time to think of an escape plan, Me went along with the guards, letting them escort him to the poor side of town where he knew an abandoned house sat. After the guards dropped him off at his home, Me waited for them to leave and then stealthily made his way back to the front gate. It was at this point that all hell broke loose. Instead of doing the easy thing and transforming himself into some type of flying beast that could easily scale the walls, Me decided to summon a rhinoceros to tackle the city gates. Fortunately for him, his plan worked. Sort of. At least the group was able to escape town and live to see another day. The next morning, our heroes were approached by their friend Erwin Mardikov, the owner of the Blue Water Inn and member of the Keepers of the Feather. He offered to let our heroes use his secret underground tunnel in order to get them back into town so they might rescue Kinsley. Once inside the city, our heroes infiltrated the burgomaster's home to search for their cleric friend. Eventually, Kinsley was discovered. She was passed out in an attic room, lying in the center of some kind of badly drawn teleportation circle with a young-looking magic user standing over her body. Before they could reach her, however, the burgomaster and his wife used a magic mirror to summon forth a phantasmal assassin, who they charged with killing the misfits. Unfortunately for them, Francisco was able to handle his own against the assassin and took the phantom down in a matter of seconds. Before Francisco could confront the burgomaster and his wife, though, the two managed to jump out of a second-story window and race down the lane. While Francisco was pondering whether he should give chase, a smooth voice reached his ears. Turning to see who it was, Francisco faced the magical mirror. The visage of Strahd von Zarovich stood there within the glass, staring back at him. Holding Francisco's stolen eye, Strahd told our hero just how much fun he'd been having, watching Francisco and his friends run around Barovia. However, he felt the time was right for them all to meet. Casting Charm Person on Francisco, Strahd successfully convinced our mighty warrior that he should gather his friends and come to Castle Ravenloft for dinner. And that is where we are now.
Seems like a pretty good idea to me.
Okay, so me and I are in the attic in front of this door.
Yep.
Me, are you in spider form or you popped out, right?
No, yeah, I popped out, but I believe I should have one more use. Yes, I can.
Okay, this door looks really weird, right? Like,
Yeah, I'd never really noticed that before.
there's a
last
rune on
time I-
there. It's
Yeah.
probably magical. We don't have a wizard. And Kinsley
Well-
is the only one who would know anything about it, unless you know something about it. Do you know something about
I
it?
slipped through it before without detecting anything, so I'm thinking maybe if I get on the other side, I can just pop the door open for you.
I'm
I mean,
afraid of touching the door at all. Is there a
You
way-
don't touch the door, I'll touch the door on the other side, because I don't think it should be enchanted on the other side. Can I do an Arcana check to see if maybe I understand it as druid?
Well, you did multiple Arcana checks on it before, and you weren't able to decipher
do an
anything.
Arcana
You did
check.
as well,
I
and
did?
you were able
Yeah, I
to
did.
decipher that there's a glyph on there.
Oh.
It was like edged into the skull, but that's all you really could figure out about it.
Okay.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go on the other side and hope we'll
Just like
try.
touch it with a stick or something. Don't touch it yourself.
I don't think there'll be time for that because there is another
Like,
person
you know,
on the other side.
Boom! Get like a staff and just pretend you're a monk or something. I've seen them.
You know, how about
You know what? You go do you. Whatever.
Okay.
I'll just wait here.
Okay.
Am I still invisible?
No, I mean, it would have. Well, I mean, you casted
I have-
invisibility. It was
would've-
probably. It would have. Wasn't that very long ago?
I
You,
have
So I would still be invisible.
wait. You casted it before you even came in the house, correct?
I
was
remember
right
that it
before I came in.
ended as you were going up to the door.
No, DM didn't say anything about it ending.
No,
So what
it-
happened is I cast it right before I went to the house.
Right. I remember
And it
your
lasts
one
for
from the
an hour.
night before ran out, and that's what
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
the one night before. Yeah.
It lasts for an hour. So I don't know how long we've been in here. It doesn't feel like it's been an hour.
No, you guys have probably been in there about 30 or 40 minutes.
Okay, so I'm still invisible.
Okay, I have an idea.
Meanwhile, I'm wandering
you're
around the
talking
house
to
trying to
the
find
air.
them.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to be shape into a spider again.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and slip under the door stealthily, and I'm going to make my way to the ceiling.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Let me check something.
Don't get caught by the necro cats.
Oh no, geez. Geez, better roll low.
I
Let me
know.
see.
got
What
a
are the
10.
cat's perceptions again? You got a 10?
Yeah,
I know.
They
Come
have
on,
a
be like
plus
last
3 to their perception. You better hope they roll low.
Come on, kitties. Come on like last time.
You got a 10?
Yeah.
They rolled a 6. That's 9. Oh my gosh. You just barely.
Spider.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
These
gosh.
bitsy spiders going and climbing to that ceiling.
Okay.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to position myself right above the spellcaster. Okay?
Okay.
Can I see if there's enough room? Like, how big is this room?
Not huge. Let me pop open the little dingy real quick.
I've been laughing so much I'm leaking out of my eye.
I've been yawning so much I'm leaking out of my eyes.
I've
Because I keep
been-
pretending to sleep.
It's a room that's 30 by 20.
So could a rhino fit in it?
Oh my gosh.
No, that needs 20 feet. That needs 20. Well, I mean, just to break down the door. I mean,
Don't do a repeat of last episode.
fine. I'll be
learned
creative. How
learned
about a
nothing.
polar bear?
Oh my gosh.
Who's stronger? Someone whoever's stronger. And roll
okay,
well.
I'd have to look at the stats. Hold on.
Oh my gosh.
He's learned nothing from last session. Nothing.
No. Well, that was
Don't
when he
let
was
it
trying to
rush
use it for
Kinsley.
deception.
Wait,
Don't-
you're in bug form. Can you cast
you
spells
can't
in
No,
bug
no, no,
form?
no, no, no. I cannot, and I'm aware of that. That's why I
He's gonna
positioned
fall
myself.
from the ceiling onto the wizard. Is what he wants to do.
That's yeah, and then I'm gonna cast it to go for the door.
Okay.
This
All right.
is interesting.
And I
You
just
should,
decided,
let me know.
actually,
No sending.
just
Don't go.
I'm just kind of pacing around the room.
polar bears pretty strong. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm right above the wizard. I'm going to go out of beast shape form, fall on him, and the moment I stand up, cast summon animal or whatever it is, summon a polar bear by the door, and it's gonna rip off that door.
Okay,
It's not gonna like burst it. It's going to like pull it off.
So I'm gonna make the mage do a dexterity check, and you're going to do an athletics check to see. Because you're trying to like strategically place yourself, so you fall on him.
Swallowed wrong. I swallowed really wrong. I like breathed in as the water was in my mouth.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Okay, give me
Alright.
1 second.
So you said acrobatics? I mean, I don't care if I land on this, dude.
Well, we're gonna see if you land on it. If not, then he's gonna get out of the way, and then it could be interesting.
All right.
So
Well,
athletics. Oops, that's cocked.
oh, that's a -1 in athletics. Okay, well, that's still fine.
No.
That's a
What'd you get?
16.
You beat him. He got a 13. 11 plus 2.
Nice
Yeah.
roll.
Okay, so you successfully, as me the spider is on top of the ceiling, transforms back into me the person, drops straight down and belly flops onto this mage or whatever he is, spellcaster. And you cast summon creatures and summon a polar bear.
Yes, and I have it, and I go, open that door, pry it open.
Don't
Okay,
hear this happening.
Punch it.
I make a perception check to see if you can hear all this. I mean, it's pretty loud, so you'd have to pour
Well-
terrible.
I must be humming to myself. Hold on, perception 9.
Oh.
What's your passive perception?
Yeah, what's your passive? As long as it beats a 10, you're good.
14.
Okay, yeah, no, your passive perception would be more than enough. So, yeah, you hear this person, you hear me on the other side, saying, "Go and tear off that door," and this polar bear comes up and me, go ahead and make, I guess, a strength check
That's a plus
to see
5
if
to
it.
strength, so.
Okay, to see if it can bust through the door.
Oh, that's neat.
An 8. Okay. It runs into it and smacks against it and stops.
Oh,
And nothing happens.
open the door, turn the doorknob.
I thought something was supposed to happen.
A bear,
Open the-
polar bear has no opposable thumbs. It can't open a door.
It can
It's
still
like-
wrap its paw and go like,
Haven't you seen Wee Bear Bear?
Okay.
yeah.
We bears. Yeah. So I'm gonna have the polar bear. Me, go ahead and roll this. We'll make the polar bear do. Gosh, what would this be?
Dexter.
I feel like
Yeah,
it
a
would have to be
dex-
intelligence.
Yeah, it's a polar. Yeah. So
Is
first
it
it
gonna
has.
know how to open the door?
First
But
it'll
it's a
have to make.
fae.
Oh yeah, it's technically a fae.
fae.
So go
Yeah,
ahead
yeah.
and
Would know.
just give it a dex check to see if it can open the freaking door.
Should have
That's a
done a
19.
Goro.
Oh my god.
Plus 0.
imra'lyr, how close are you to this door?
I'm kind of like pacing around, and then I hear this weird stuff. I don't think I'm like super close. I
How
wouldn't be
close?
right up against it.
How close?
It's me, so probably like at least 20 feet.
At least 20 feet.
At least.
To be safe.
It's me.
It's me.
So okay, you're gonna be 20 feet away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have heard this commotion going on. I would have heard him say, "Rip open the." I would have stepped back. It's me. I don't trust me.
So because you're exactly 20 feet away, give me a dexterity saving
Oh,
throw.
no.
Oh no, the
Come on,
radius on the
Catherine.
door thing is gonna be 20 feet.
That was almost a natural one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, my
It's
19
not-
was almost a 1.
It's not so good, but you said a dex save.
Dex save.
So that is a 13.
Okay, you're gonna take half damage. So, what was on this door was a glyph of warding, and it's the only person that can open the door is this wizard, or it explodes in an eruption of electricity, which, Francisco, you're not immune to, but I think at this point you probably have, what's the word?
Resistance?
Resistance, yeah. You
I
probably have
do?
resistance to electricity at this point. If I'm going to say you do, but you're not there, so it doesn't matter. So, imra'lyr, you're going to take half of this. The polar bear is going to take the whole thing. Everyone else, fortunately, was far enough away that it
Oh, it goes
didn't
both
hit.
ways.
Oh, wait, no,
thought it-
I'm wrong. It only goes one way. It only
Okay,
shoots out.
that's what I thought. Okay.
So, 5d8 lightning damage.
I should have stepped further back.
It's me. You never know.
I mean,
So the
heck,
polar
I
bear-
was gonna do a rhino.
So, the polar bear takes 15. imra'lyr only takes 7.
Wait, so he does take damage?
He does, because he's touching the door.
Oh,
So
I
it
thought it would project
explodes.
only. Oh, the door explodes.
It explodes and
Like-
shoots out.
Oh, okay.
Me?
So
Hey,
and
that
this,
was my polar bear who opened the door.
It was your polar bear.
So this
I'm on top of him.
you're on top of him.
Wizard.
So
Can I try to grapple him because I'm on top of him?
I'm gonna say you cast your spell, and he's casting this spell at the exact same time. So he's going to, you know what? Let me do this real quick. He's going to
Do I
cast.
hear this at this point?
You hear a big explosion happen directly above you.
Okay, I'm gonna start moving towards it.
Okay, so you start moving towards it, and this guy is going to cast Misty Step on himself, and he's going to pop onto the other side of the room.
Where I'm at?
No, on the other side of the small room, and you see that he's brushing himself off, and he's like, "You imbecile! What are you doing up in my library, my lab?"
I shoot
I
him with
tripped.
my arrow.
Okay, everyone roll initiative. He knows you guys are all there.
Everyone.
Everyone,
I just say I tripped.
I assume I'm not rolling initiative. 'Cause I'm passed out.
so go ahead and roll it for now, because if someone does something to help you out,
Come
then
on, Kathy. You're my superstar.
I got
Why
a
are you
13.
doing me?
Did you want me to roll initiative too?
yes, everyone roll initiative.
Okay.
Where? Oh, you know what? I guess I
Everybody.
don't.
Everybody.
Hey,
Let me do something real quick.
real quick.
Everybody.
How much health would I have?
So right now you are out with like 1 point of. So
You are stabilized, but you are not.
And then would I have?
Oh, it's gonna be fixed soon.
I assume that I wouldn't have gotten a long rest, considering
yeah, you
I've
wouldn't
been
have.
beaten.
Yeah.
That's fine. I only had like 3 spells that had been used.
Okay, so me, you got a 13,
Yes.
and Francisco,
I got a 6.
and imra'lyr, and Kinsley,
7.
7.
Hey, roll
Dead
lowers. Roll
Oh, wait.
lowers.
Are we saying my polar bear has the same initiative as me, right?
Yes, we'll give your polar bear the same initiative as you.
All right. Remember, it's no action to command him.
Right. So this guy is going to he goes first. So he pops over to the other side, start dusting himself off, and he's like, "You imbecile, what are you doing up here in my lab? This is my place of magic, my place of worship. You're not supposed to be here."
Your cats
And
are mine now.
your cats are mine now. He's like, "You will not touch my cats.
Too bad,
You
they're mine now.
You
I own them.
idiot! He's going to turn, and he is going to cast. You know what? He's just going to cast firebolt at you.
All right.
I gotta like write this stuff down so I know his
Best
slots.
wizard man. I'm still dying.
Second one. Okay, so firebolt. What does it do? Just range
That's just where it
attack.
popped.
Yeah, it's a ranged spell attack cantrip.
Blair,
Yeah,
you're the
so
only
he
one,
just
I
rolls a
think, who knows
d20
what
to
that
see if he
is.
hits. Okay.
Which, remember, I do have the armor on, so that's
Yep.
14
And he gets a +6 to hit.
Yep, that's what.
I thought he was supposed to be like a bad mage.
That's true.
Not necessarily. So he got a 16 to hit.
Oh, yeah, I think that hits just
Okay.
a little bit.
So he's just a little miffed, not really thinking about what he should do or trying to figure out, I guess, like what you're doing there. He's just pissed, so he's gonna throw a little fireball at you. 7 fire damage.
All right, that's fine.
And me, it is now your turn.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead, look at Kinsley. I'm going to, hold on. There it is. A card. It's just verbal. So I'm going to say, well, come back to us now, and I'm going to cast Healing Word on her. Yeah. That's 1d4 plus 2 hit points. So, 1d4. There you are.
So Kinsley, you get hit with this healing wave by me, and you start waking up. You are in nothing but pretty much your undergarments. Your armor's gone. Your sword or your weapons are gone. Everything's gone, and you're like bloodied face. Everything just hurts. But you are awake, and you could hurt a lot worse. And you notice that you are sitting in this small room and you are in the center of what looks to be some type of like runic circle of power.
And now my polar bella is going.
How much healing did you say?
That is a 3 plus 2. That is
5.
6. Yeah, 5. Now my polar bear is going to pounce on this wizard
Okay.
and grapple him.
Okay. Let's see. Grapple. So is it just like a straight up grapple? Is that his attack?
No, I'm not. I'm not attack. I'm having him grapple him.
Oh, okay. So
I'm not necessarily trying to kill this man. I'm gonna question him. Then we can kill him.
Okay, so
Information.
how would it grapple? I guess oppose strength checks.
Yeah. It's.
Well, I'm just trying to think like how would a polar bear grapple? I guess pinning him down.
Yeah, like pin
Yeah,
him
he would
down,
kinda-
wrapping around wrap around him, belly flop on
I mean,
him.
they do
They-
go at each other.
Yeah, they do grapple each other in the wild.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So, yeah, I guess oppose strength checks to see if the
Yep,
polar bear
it's-
can restrain him.
Yeah, the grapple is athletics versus athletics
yeah.
versus the
dex.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
What it
Wait.
says
So
a
you would be-
strength
Yeah.
check
So-
untested
so
by
it-
the target's strength or dexterity.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's the athletics versus the person being grappled's choice of acrobatics
Right.
or athletics.
Right. So I'm gonna have my guy do a dex check because he's not very strong.
I hope that's enough.
Did you get a natural 20? Oh, get rid of that dice, man.
Stop it! Your dice are loaded.
There. Like, wait a minute.
Natural 20. Sorry.
It's a
Like-
dex, too. so-
It's
I would-
dex. Yeah. He could just jump out of the way.
That's true.
Your dice are always
Have you rolled though, Artie?
critting.
Because you might get a nat 20 as
Yeah.
well.
I rolled an 8, and that's plus a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. So
well.
your polar bear
always-
tried to grapple the guy, and he very dexterously jumped out of the way. imra'lyr, it is now your turn.
Okay,
Get 'em.
so seeing that it's probably a good idea to, question the guy. I'm actually gonna run over to the circle. Is it, just like chalk? I'm assuming.
No, it's actually been etched into the wood. It seems like it's been etched in, like you can't get it off, but it's not, you don't feel an indentation. It's like some kind of permanent thing has been cast or has been put here. Go ahead and give me an intelligence check. Do it with advantage because you're familiar.
Right. right. Intelligence? Just straight intelligence.
Or either Arcana.
8.
An 8? Okay. I mean, I think I already told you this before. Or maybe I told me because he got a high enough look at it. But it doesn't look right. It looks like it's not correct.
Okay. Well, I want to kind of scratch it up with my swords like I've been doing the rest of the house.
Okay, yeah, you can scratch it up and
Is it
make
like
it.
a circle?
It's a circle.
So
yeah.
while all this is happening, I'm gonna I'm gonna fill it in the wood, and then do the whole sun god thing.
Okay, yeah. So you essentially go and like mess up this.
I am not pleased.
You mess up this already imperfect type of power circle.
I'm just being spiteful right now.
Yep. So this guy sees that you're doing that.
I'm
and
invisible, so he only notices the.
So invisibility, how
She's
doesn't
not
that?
attacking.
I'm not attacking, and I have not
Okay.
cast a spell, so I am still invisible.
She's just.
Okay.
I am just.
She's whittling.
Wait, you got hit. You got hit with the lightning damage though.
Oh,
When-
you did.
Oh, I did. Dang,
Yeah.
I
So
forgot
she needs to
about
make
that.
a concentration check.
Is it concentration?
Let me check the spell. Let me check the spell.
I think if you just hit in combat,
think, yeah,
or
if you're
anything
hit
in
at
general,
all,
you
it-
it just goes away.
That's what I thought.
That's
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell. It doesn't say anything about being attacked.
Without
Is it a
being
concentration
damaged.
spell?
If it's a concentration spell, then you have to
It's
keep
concentration.
concentration. Okay,
It
so
is
then you got
concentration.
17 halved. No, you got
I was
it
7.
was 7 damage.
Was,
Okay, so you have to roll what, half of that?
No, 10 plus half of that.
Okay, so you have to beat a 13.
what is concentration?
Yeah, so it's just your constitution.
What is the
saving
modifier she's
throw,
asking?
basically.
No,
oh, Constitution.
7.
Yeah, no. So you're not invisible. So this guy sees that you are ripping up his hard work, and he's like, "What are you doing? No, this is terrible! Cats, get her!" And he sends there's 3 cats in here with him, and he's going to send the skeletal beings at you.
Don't you dare kill them, they're mine.
So it is one of their turns next, so it's gonna go ahead and attack.
Where's the bag of holding? Let's capture them.
Yeah, that's a good question. Where's the back of holding?
Does an 18 hit?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 1 slashing damage.
I kick it.
These cats have like a plus
Oh, wait,
0
that
to
was the
hit,
wrong
and they
way.
only do 1 damage. So it's not like they can do much. Kinsley, it is now your turn.
Okay.
What is the hurt little girl going to do?
Murder.
I'm going to first toll the dead on the wizard guy. So he must make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, he has not been hurt yet.
Oh, he hasn't?
Nope.
Oh, I thought he
Nope.
had taken some damage.
Well, when
well.
it's my turn next, he's.
But he only got a 12.
Okay, he fails.
No, I'm not talking about my turn being next. I'm saying when it's my turn next.
He takes 9 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ah.
And then I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality. It's a 30-foot radius aura that emanates from me until the spell ends, which will last for a minute. It moves with me, centered on me, and as a bonus action, I can cause one creature in the aura, including myself. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I can't do that. That's not a bonus action. I forgot. It's not like my Toll the Dead and Spiritual Weapon duo thing. I lied. Then I am going to, I guess.
Can you heal yourself? Was told the dead cantrip?
Yeah. Well, Toll the Dead is a cantrip, yeah.
Yeah, so
First, I'm going to do Hidden Step and turn invisible. This
Okay.
is a bonus action. And I'm going to go hide in a corner.
Okay. If that is your turn, Francisco, it is now your turn. So you're downstairs and you hear this big eruption and then fighting going on above you. What are you going to do?
We're at the stairs. I saw. Let's see. I'm in the room with the mirror still.
Right. So if you want to exit the room, go ahead and give me
yeah.
a perception check so we can see if you can figure out the direction in which you need to go.
You were not nice to me earlier.
Either
so-
perception or if you want, give me an intelligence check.
Ooh, don't ask me for an intelligence check.
Okay, well, I mean, you could pick either one, doesn't matter.
Perception, that is a 10.
A 10? Okay.
Rollovers.
So you're looking around and, wait, so you were in the room that imra'lyr was in before because that's where you were fighting the assassin.
I was
The
fighting him in the
trapdoor never-
hallway, and then I went into the room where the burgomaster was.
The
Right.
trapdoor
I was
was never
already-
opened for
Yeah,
me.
I was
I-
already before he entered the room or
Yeah,
had
I
open
opened-
combat.
I
I,
entered
was
on
already
the window.
upstairs.
And I
Okay.
don't remember, did they pull the...
imra'lyr pulled the thing up.
Yeah.
She
'Cause
did.
I
Okay.
I wouldn't
didn't want to
even-
be stopped.
So
Yeah,
you don't know which way to go.
Ah.
It is now.
This is entertaining.
It is
I'm
now
going
the.
to sit down and think.
Okay. It is.
Not his
think,
strong
think.
suit.
That's right. It is now the other two cats' turns, and they are going to go and attack imra'lyr as well.
Don't kill them!
Man, these guys are rolling good. 19 and a 16.
Yeah, they both hit.
Okay, 2 more slashing damage because that's all they can do.
Ah!
It is now back up to this mage person's turn. He's like, "This is ridiculous. You come in here and you start destroying my work and you interrupt. Ah!" And he just screams, and all of a sudden, a big blast of ice and cold come out of his hands. And you all need to give me Constitution saving
know,
throws.
I know.
Do I need to? I'm in a corner.
Everyone. It is a big eruption in front of him, and he's on the far side of the room, casting it throughout the whole room. It's a cone that goes 60 feet. Con save.
Con save.
This is 17.
19.
That's
Okay.
a 7.
Ooh. So imra'lyr and me take half of this. Kinsley will take the whole thing.
I know.
Oh.
Okay.
You're right. I
know
should have
you just-
healed myself.
Let's
I
see
thought it
if I
would've
have
saved the
enough
corner.
D8.
I told you to!
I mean, but it would have only been a healing word.
Still. You are
He's
probably
jumping.
going back down. It is an ice storm
That's
spell.
not necessarily true. The only sucky
wanna
thing
play
is
a
that I can
wizard.
only use healing word once.
Someday I will play a wizard.
Kinsley, how much AC or HP do you have altogether?
Like
Like your max.
my max is 45.
Okay. You take 28. So you go down. And then imra'lyr and me take 14.
And
strong.
Kinsley is now visible in the corner.
And she is out.
Down.
And
Again.
I have nothing to do to heal her.
Yeah, even if I healed myself, that I wouldn't have.
We
I
need a
wouldn't have given
paladin.
myself.
This guy is
Lay on
pissed.
hands. Boom.
All of a sudden, you guys see this big blizzard of ice and cold just shoots everywhere. You are all of a sudden in a huge blizzard that's surrounding you.
To do the polar bear.
Oh, well, you have to wait. And,
Oh,
yeah.
he got a 19 plus like 5.
Okay, so then he would have
3.
taken the 14 damage.
It's fine.
Yeah. And then Kinsley, it settles down, it clears, and you guys see that Kinsley is out again in the corner. Me, it is now your turn.
I am very not happy about this. So,
Francisco, get your butt up here.
so me is
I'm
going
gonna
to
sit here
look
and think.
Me is going to look very angry, and I am going to cast. I was thinking about doing something else, but now I need to find my damage stuff. So, before I do what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go let my polar bear go while I figure this out.
Okay.
And he's going to do his attack. He's gonna do his multi attack. He make a bite attack and one with his claws.
Okay.
So he's going to attack twice.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
That hits.
Okay. And then does a 12 hit?
Just hits.
Good
Low
thing.
AC.
It's a +7 to hit for both, by the way.
Nice.
Very good.
So that's 1d8 plus 5 piercing, and then 2d6 plus 5 slashing. That's 1d8, 7 points of damage,
Okay.
and then 6, 15 slashing damage.
15.
Yes.
Dang. Okay.
And then me very angrily is going to do... You know what? Me's going to run up to him and attack him with Lightbringer.
All right. Go for it.
Lightbringer in action.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and... He's probably not undead, so it doesn't matter if it's lit up. So let's hope I roll enough. So that's a +3 to hit. That's a 15.
That hits.
26 damage. That's 1 damage, though.
That's better than none.
Yeah,
Is
I
that-
bonk him on the head.
Bonk.
How dare you?
imra'lyr, it is now your turn.
I drop my sword and whip out my gun, which
Okay.
I should probably name at this point.
It's Nancy.
No, it
Bitsy.
would have to be an epic name.
Nancy!
Nancy!
Where's my knitting?
Oh, crap! You guys, we need to do a
Old
one shot
Crone's
with this.
remake.
We need to do an old Crone's one shot, okay? It needs to happen.
We'll have to bring Carolee back for that.
I know.
And Dylan.
Oh my gosh. Inside joke. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
Okay.
They can look up the old crones if they want.
It's
It's
still
something
on
we did as
YouTube.
kids.
It's
It's still on YouTube. The old
21
crones.
21 to hit.
20, that definitely hits.
Okay.
Oh, man.
That's
teenagers.
2d10 plus
I should use polar bears in
force
combat more often.
Okay. Oh, you suck. Okay. 17 points of damage for the first one.
Okay.
And my second shot is 12.
That hits. That's his AC.
8 more points of damage. No. Sorry, not 8. Oh, yeah. Yes, 8 more points of damage. Ah, max.
Is that everything?
Let me
die?
check my bonus actions real quick.
Wait, I hope the cats don't disappear. Better not.
No. Oh, I used my bonus action anyway using planar wire. So yeah, no, I'm done.
Okay. You're dead. That's what it sounded like you said. She's dead.
Done. I said done.
Okay. So at this point, you look around, and the cats that were attacking you got caught up in the cone of cold as well.
You're my babies.
So there aren't any cats attacking me.
the kitties, the 3 kitties that were in there are now gone.
How dare you kill your own cats?
It is now Kinsley's turn. Kinsley, go ahead and give me a death saving throw.
These are not being very nice to me tonight. Goodbye.
Me is extra angy.
That's a 3.
Ooh,
No.
fail. Okay. Francisco, it is now your turn. Go ahead and give me another perception check, or investigate. I'll give you. You can do an investigation if you want.
No.
Okay.
Perception is better.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Go ahead.
That's a 3.
I am going to die because I missed this last week.
I'm I'm thinking.
Francisco cannot use his eyeballs.
Winnie,
I'm just
Oh my
sitting here thinking
goodness.
about Strahd. Like, man, what kind of dinner is he gonna make? Like, what is he talking about dinner? Is he like coming on to me? Like,
I'm actually gonna have to make a new character.
no.
I just keep
no.
imagining Francisco doing the Winnie the Pooh think.
I'm trying to figure out. Is
Winnie
he
the
flirting
Cisco,
with
come
me, or
on.
is he,
Winnie the
like-
Cisco.
Okay. So he now sees imra'lyr and me, and he is hurt. He is hurt real bad. So what he's gonna do? Let me see this real quick.
Oh, please don't tell me he has teleportation.
Counterspell.
I know, right? Where's our bard?
I know. Man, playing that wizard was so much fun.
I'm glad you guys liked it.
He is
Yeah,
going to
that was
cast magic missile at 4th level.
That's a
Don't
lot
make
of
me,
missiles.
reverse
4
card you
of
by
them
casting
will go
magic
after
missile on
imra'lyr,
you.
and 3 of them will go after me. That's 1d4 plus 1.
And they just automatically hit, right?
Yeah. That's why they're only a D4, but still, that's potentially bad. I was gonna give my potion to you, but if I'm still standing, sorry.
How much HP do you have left, imra'lyr?
22.
Oh, well.
Nah.
You take 11. Wait, no.
Wait. You're gonna let me actually die?
My bad. 15 to imra'lyr.
Use the potion
Hold
on
on.
Kindred
So
over
that
there.
means I have
Sorry.
7 now left.
Wait.
I had to keep
Potion.
myself alive, yo.
And then me, you take 3. Not 3. I mean, you're going to get hit with 3.
Oh,
I haven't done the damage yet.
okay.
But like, I have healing spells.
You take 14 points of damage. How much health does me have left? Me doesn't.
4 HP, boys.
4 HP, you guys. Oh no.
Let's
I
go.
finished that last fight with 9
Okay.
HP. I was so close
You guys
to
are
dying.
all like so close.
Okay,
So he freaks out. And he's like, this is enough. I am tired of living here in this stupid place. I am tired of my mother and father who's telling me what to do, and I'm tired of people interrupting my work. And he just shoots out all of these magic missiles everywhere, and hits you guys for as much as he did. And me, it is now your turn.
As a risk. Okay. Well, actually, no, this isn't too risky. So, I'm gonna look at him dead in the eye. So you're casting magic missile. I pull out my wand of magic missile, and I cast it at 6th level.
Shove it up his nose.
Does that count as a spell?
No. Well, it has charges. It has item
Right,
charges.
but does that count as a
Don't
spell?
tell me he's going to
think it
counterspell
does.
that. Can
I
you
don't think it
counterspell?
does. It's an item. I mean, it's on my spell
I mean,
list.
it is technically a spell. It is still a spell. It's
yeah,
being cast from something else though.
I mean, it's not like I plan on casting any other spells, though.
No, he's probably going to try and counterspell it. That's...
According to Jeremy Crawford, who I assume has something to do with D&D, counterspell targets a creature casting a spell no matter the source of the spell.
Okay.
He casts counterspell.
At what level?
Yeah.
You cast it at what level, me?
6th level.
So he's going to cast it at 4th because that's as high as he
So
can
he
go,
has
which
to
means he
roll.
still has to roll.
Come on, I might have just suicided.
What's the rule for having to roll for this?
Oh gosh, I don't remember.
Let me
it
just look up
should-
counter
You have
spell real quick.
to...
Oh, please
Something
don't.
about its level.
I should have just had the polar bear attack first
You attempt
and
to
just
interrupt a
kill him.
creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature
It's
is casting
10
a
plus
spell.
the spell's level, so that's the DC.
16.
So 16.
Okay, so I have to roll a
Has to roll
16.
roll above a 16.
And it
Green
uses your
dice.
spell casting ability.
Come on, I have 4 HP. I can't go down.
So do I add my skull? Do I add my plus to hit, or is it just above a
no.
16?
It's just the ability. It says ability.
Modifier.
It says an ability check, so it would just be the ability modifier.
So
whatever
the,
his-
So the modifier, like mine's plus
So
4.
if he's a wizard, he would just add his intelligence
Intelligence.
modifier.
If he's
well, he
with,
has a plus 6 to a hit with attack spells.
But that is
It's
not.
the-
It's not
don't
an
have
ability.
proficiency.
So it's the intel. So just it'd be a +3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rollo.
He rolled a total of 14. So he fails. So
Yeah.
at this
Alright.
point, no matter how much damage you do, all of them hit him and he explodes in a light of arcane magic. And you just see he is obliterated.
His body.
There's like nothing left but like a spray of red.
Wait,
He
is there no
gone.
like robe or clothes or anything?
He had 3 damage left and you cast it at a 6th level.
I was angry.
So you literally blew him up
Obliterated.
with arcane power.
Can I see how much damage I would have done? This
You
see how
used up-
overkill that was.
Was that all of the
No, it has 7 charges.
Okay, I was gonna say if that was the last charge, you would have needed
Yeah.
to roll to see if it died.
Yeah, no, I
run to
am never
Kenzie
using
and I
all 7
pop a
charges
potion in
consecutively.
her mouth.
Okay, so you see as this guy explodes, and imra'lyr, you said you're gonna run over and give Kinsley. Okay, so go ahead and give her a potion.
Can I try to collect his dust particles?
If you can find any. I mean, I said all that's really left is a spray of blood.
7?
Yeah, that counts as stuff. I collect it.
Is it my turn yet?
You know what?
We're out of combat.
I'm
It's-
gonna try and figure out where they are.
Okay, go ahead and give me another perception check.
You guys, I need a name for this dice. It's the one of
It's
the
another
only ones that
3.
don't have
Celeste.
names.
Francisco has no idea.
I'm just wandering around the house. Guys,
got-
where are you?
He's got no idea.
Hello?
I'm surprised you guys lived without him. I mean,
I know. I'm
supposed
surprised
to be
also.
really hard.
Hey,
It's because of my
got
gun.
that.
It
I
needs a
got
name
fancy stick and I got fancy bear boy.
Hey, me is pretty
Hey,
strong,
the
guys.
bear is basically a fighter. He has multi-attack.
This is
yeah,
good.
no, that's awesome. Okay, so Kinsley, you pop back up, and you still hurt, but you're feeling a little bit better.
Not a lot.
No,
I
not a
give
lot.
weary
7
thumbs up to
points a little
Kinsley.
more.
I'm gonna healing word myself.
Okay.
You need to
So-
find your stuff.
imra'lyr, go ahead and give me another perception check or investigation check as you're sitting up here.
Either or.
Either or, whichever one you want.
Well, I
I
rolled.
have an idea.
I rolled.
I'll give
really-
you do it with advantage because you're familiar.
I have
Wait.
an idea. I'm
I
going
do
to
it with
look.
advantage?
Lore,
Oh,
you do
oh,
it with
oh, oh.
advantage.
I am going to search
Okay,
for the
that doesn't
wine
count
cellar.
because it went away.
Okay.
Natural 20 for 24.
All right, Mr. Pirate.
Okay, so as you are done up here, you walk over to Kinsley. You make sure that she's feeling better, that she's up, that she's healed. And then you start looking around. You go back over to that power circle that was in the middle of the room. And you notice, because you are familiar with this type of magic, that it seems that this person was attempting to make a teleportation circle. They didn't do a very good job. As you are continuing to look around, you go and see on his desk he has all of these like diagrams and half-written like runes and other things, and you find this old magic spell book. It looks very old, and you start flipping through, and you find that inside one of the pages is how to make essentially a teleportation circle, but some of it is missing. Like some of the page was either like destroyed or burnt off. So this person didn't know how to do this correctly. They were trying to figure out, you could ascertain that maybe this person was teaching themselves magic.
I was doing a pretty good job, minus the teleportation cycle.
I almost feel bad for him.
I know. Alfredo might like this. I put it away in my bag.
Hey, if anyone finds anything in this room that has to do with the ghost cats, please inform me.
Did I see anything about the ghost cats with my natural 24?
No, what you did find was Victor's spell book.
Okay.
and you see that it has all of the regular spells that a mage would have, along with Animate Dead, Blight, Cloud Kill, Dark Vision, Glyph of Warding, Levitate, Remove Curse, and Thunder Wave.
Can you send that to me?
Yeah, I can send it to you. It's
Can she
essentially,
use
you
any
just
of
look at the
them?
mage stat block and then the extra one. So it seemed that he was figuring them out and writing them down, and these were this was his spell book of things that he had prepared. So if anyone was a wizard, it would be useful because you would automatically get to learn all
Hey.
of those spells.
Well,
You
too
know.
bad my intelligence is not great.
So you said it's Victor's spellbook.
Victor's spell book.
Is that with a K or a C?
C.
Okay.
Victor.
Can I find that wine cellar?
Yeah, so go ahead. You make your way downstairs where you know the kitchen is because you were walking around before. You go back to the where you were. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Or you can, I guess, you can do. History is intelligence, isn't it?
It is.
It's so dumb. It's so hard.
It's almost like dealing
got
with
a
a
nat 20?
barbarian.
Oh my gosh, you got the nat 20.
You
To
would.
find the wine.
So you're just like, wait a minute. There has to be some kind of like I don't know. I don't think it was you who found this before. No, maybe it was you because you were
I went
searching
through,
all
like,
the
every
doors.
single room.
Yeah. So you remembered. Oh my gosh, there was a pantry down in the kitchen. So you go back down into the kitchen, and you find the pantry, and you see that there are a few kegs of wine in there, and some of them are labeled with the familiar names that you've heard of before. Let me see if I can find what those
Is
are.
one of them labeled? What's it? The name of the one wine guy the Wizards of Wine or something. The what?
They both have the Wizards of Wine stamp on them. Yes.
Okay.
Good call, good call.
And let me see. Where is that? Entrance on blah, blah, blah. Which number is that? Which one is the pantry? H.
And I'm just sitting here chilling with a wizard's book covered in blood like I've been in Carrie.
Yep. So yeah, you see the 2 barrels containing a fine wine called Red Dragon Crush. You remember that when Erwin, Martikov, and them, or when you guys were getting wine, maybe it was back in the village of Barovia, you remember, I think maybe Ismark was telling you about the different wines and how there's a crummy one and then there's a better one, and the Red Dragon Crush is the better one. So these are good barrels of wine.
I find a glass and I fill up just a little bit. I smell it. You just kind of sip.
Peaceful. Oh gosh.
How's it taste?
Really good. Surprisingly good.
Okay.
A little fruity with like a spicy aroma.
I look for some cheese and
got
bread.
A spicy bouquet.
I don't know anything about alcohol.
Go ahead and give me another perception check or investigation check to see if you can find
He's just walking around with a little
cheese.
That time it was a 6.
So you find some moldy bread. No cheese though.
Dang.
well,
Not
Find a
worth it
clump
without
of
cheese.
mold and you think it's cheese.
You're like, blue cheese.
No.
Not blue cheese.
All right.
I'm pretty hurt, so I'm kind of just sitting next to Kinsley and I'm putting my head back and just closing my eyes like,
I think at this point we're all just kind of sitting down.
Okay. So you're just kind of resting.
Yeah, I'm at a 7, so I'm not.
I'm at a
not feeling
4.
So with you guys all sitting and resting, I'll say you're able to go ahead and get a short rest as you're relaxing and trying to figure things out.
Do I get a short rest as I'm sipping my wine? And just...
You actually, Francisco, you've gotten a short rest for a while now. So.
How's everybody feeling? So great, yeah? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me?
What?
I rolled a 1 on my hit dash.
Sad day.
So I only Gosh, man.
Wait, recover. Oh, not sure.
Where's Francisco?
19.
That's a good question.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use natural recovery once per long rest during a short rest. You can choose expended spell slots to recover. Can combine up to level 3, I believe. No, actually, no. Never mind. I'm not. Well, I mean level 3, so I'll just get one of my 3rd level spell slots back.
Cool.
I don't know if he. Hey, me. Do you know if Francisco ever entered the house, or is he just wandering around outside?
Yes, he did. I jumped off his boot.
Oh,
He's probably downstairs somewhere.
probably. I don't know. I don't feel hot.
What happened to the burgomaster and...
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Yes.
I've been doing that, and I point over to my sun symbol. My intention was to put the kid's body in the center of it, but there's really no body to put in the center of it.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to.
Do I,
Explode.
know anything about the boy? Like, who he was? Or,
After spending some time with him.
So what happened, I mean, Kinsley, you would know this. What happened to you is you were, you casted darkness when all of this happened. And it was centered on a point. So when you stepped out of it, you unfortunately stepped into an area where there were a ton of guards right
and
there.
I can't see through darkness yet.
No, you can't. So you had
Eventually I
no
will.
idea. Like no one could see through anything. So you stepped out and you had no idea. And you figured that it was either fight all of these guards and probably die, or give up. So that's what what you did.
Expecting him to throw me in a dungeon or something.
Right,
not
something-
Take me home and beat me.
So what he did is he did take you back to his mansion, and the guards took you up into that little dungeon in the upper story of his house, and they stripped you of your armor and everything, shackled you to the wall, and the burgomaster had you beaten as he walked back and forth, talking about how you guys must be here working for Strahd, because why else would you be coming to this perfect little town of his, trying to start fights, and you got rid of his right-hand man. You must be evil people, and he's going to beat the holiness of the god of the morning sun into you, so that way you can be a changed person and you can be better. Eventually the beatings stop when you passed out. The next thing you remember is someone coming in and you being lifted off the ground, feeling weightless, almost magically. You were in and out as you were brought upstairs. You don't remember much, but you remember mutterings. You remember this individual talking to himself about, if I can just figure this out, I can get out of this horrible place. I can't believe I've been here for so long. My mother and father don't understand. No one understands. This is such a terrible place. I just want to leave Barovia. I can't, we're trapped here and this is terrible. But that's all you remember hearing.
He's free now.
Not necessarily. You guys know that if you're killed in Barovia, your spirit is trapped here.
I feel kind of bad now, but I was angry because, Kinsley was almost just killed, so...
Well, he didn't beat her.
Knowing that they were just trying to save me, and that it wouldn't do anybody any good, I keep that to myself, and I just kind of hold on to the fact that this was an innocent kid.
Kinsley, give me an intelligence check.
Okay. That's a natural one.
Never mind.
None of my dice like me today.
You go ahead and keep on believing this is some good old innocent guy trying to save you.
He might not be.
Well,
That's
maybe not save me,
Reading.
but
He might
know,
be trying to experiment on you.
Exactly.
Definitely
so
going
not
to
so
use your
innocent.
body as
As something.
You were sitting in the middle of a very poorly designed teleportation
That's
circle.
true. That's true.
He
I
may
don't
have
know
not been
that,
so
though.
innocent.
No, you have no idea.
I don't know
Kinsey's got
that.
no
So
idea.
as we're sitting here, I'm like, so I think this kid is he was trying to test on you getting out with this teleport. I mean, Aphrodite would be able to fix this, but this kid didn't know what he was doing.
imra'lyr, go ahead and give me another intelligence check with advantage. You may know what would have happened to her.
He that wasn't so good. Come on, Katha. 8.
Man, statistics are not in our favor tonight,
Yeah,
guys.
you don't know
They're never in our
exactly what would have happened to her. You pretty much narrow it down to she could have either been transported to anywhere in the known and unknown universe. She could have been transported to the ethereal plane and be trapped there forever, or she could have just blown up. With the way that this is put together, there's no way it would have been done correctly.
If he had tried to teleport you, something weird could have happened. I'm just saying, like, I've been around these things, and though Aphrodite hasn't, like, taught me everything, even though teleportation is the thing I'm trying to learn. Anyway, yes, I don't think it would have been good for you if he had succeeded in casting something. So it's a good thing we got to you.
You're probably right.
How are you feeling?
Better now that we're taking
Together.
some time.
I put my arm around Kinsley.
Yeah.
Glad to have you back.
Please tell me you didn't do anything stupid while I was gone.
No, I'd never do anything.
He summoned a rhino.
No, nothing
And he
stupid.
tried to break the wall down. And
To be
then we were
fair,
chased
we're
by
not on good
guards
terms
again.
with the burgomaster.
You know what I think we should do at this point?
Burn the house down.
And
No.
my stuff?
That would be an imra'lyr thing. Just burn it down.
I mean, you've done it before.
You guys, I've already burnt it down.
This house?
Yes.
It's on
And
fire?
I point to the sun symbol.
Oh.
I've been etching these everywhere. And as far as any investigators are concerned, we were never here.
That gives me...
But that means that we have to get out of here quietly.
Yeah, that gives me an idea.
And there is
though.
enough blood in this room for them to ascertain that you are dead.
I also should probably find my stuff.
Yes. Did I remember
Oh.
seeing any of her effects when I had gone into that room she was eaten in?
No, you don't remember seeing any of her things there.
Okay. So what I am going to do, I'm feeling a little better. You stay here, keep resting. I'm going to see if I can find your stuff.
I'm going to give Kinsley back her staff of shielding.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you need it.
I believe in
Considering
you, Katha, but I
You
think I
have
need a
no
sword.
armor.
So, imra'lyr, where are you going to go to look?
Okay, so I didn't see anything in this room when I did my initial.
No, you didn't see any of her armor or anything in this room. But you do know that the room on the other side is filled with junk everywhere.
So I'll start there.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception or investigation check.
I go ahead and have, I ask Kinsley, hey, do you want to warm up and kind of hang by my polar bear friend? He kind of he kind of lays down and
so
goes into kind of like a
snuggly.
sea, like cats do.
Aww.
Just
He's pretty soft.
You see he's soft, but he's got like some red spotches on his fur from
just
like being
ignore them.
attacked.
I'm going to I will do Aura of Vitality. And for the next minute, I will heal myself and this bear, and I'll give some to me, unless you've already...
I have 4 HP. the bear is
You
gonna
haven't been using
disappear.
you should be rolling your hit dice.
Right.
Yeah,
Go
So when you
for
click on your
hit
short
short
rest.
hit short rest, it tells you
Oh.
what dice to roll
And how many you
Plus-
can roll.
and what you add to it to
Yes.
get.
1d8 plus 1, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things I could use.
I only get to roll one dice. That's so messed
I have
up.
6
Wait.
boxes.
Oh no, wait.
No,
that's
Yeah,
per
it's your-
per short rest, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, you-
Yeah.
Is it
I didn't
per
understand.
short rest?
I don't understand how it works.
Oh wait,
No, I don't think it's per short rest.
no, I think
no.
you can.
You can use up to however many boxes you have.
Just if you take another short rest, you don't have them.
Yes.
Right. So if
they
you wanna
recover
use all
after a
6, you
long
can.
rest.
After
Yeah.
a long rest, I'll have them back. Yeah, that's
Right.
So I
that's
used
what
4
I
of
thought
my slots,
then.
and I'm basically healed to full. But I'm in Aura of Vitality and just heal us up to full
Oh,
because it lasts a minute, and it's as a bonus action. You can
I'm
roll
just gonna use
2d6
2.
plus whatever healing.
3.
So
Those 3.
So
Okay,
imra'lyr,
that's
you were in the
4.
other room. You said you rolled a 10 for your perception or investigation. Yeah. So you look around and it is a mess up here. There are so many things. There's old couches, old tables, crates, like a bear fur in the corner. There's some like not statues, but armor, like suits of armor in a corner over there. But you are so overwhelmed. You don't see anything of Kinsley's anywhere.
Is any of the armor armor light or medium?
Well, they just look like rusty old,
Oh.
like metal suits of armor. They don't look like they would work very well for
I
anything.
picked. How heavy is the bear rug?
Not very. It looked like it would be like a brown bear or probably a black bear, like not huge bear. It probably weighs like 10, 15 pounds.
Kinsley, you said you healed
Is there like a
us
little
to
head?
full.
Yeah, there's a little head, and it's like a bear rug, so it's got the head and everything.
I put it on.
Okay.
I now have a bear rug.
So
On my
Kinsley, you
person.
said you healed us to full.
yeah, I just go ahead and use the hit dice that you want to, and then I will just sit here and heal us to full.
Okay.
But I did that after I had already rolled my hit dice, so I'm not gonna meta and
Yeah, I went ahead and
Take
did 2. So
Okay.
Okay, so eventually you guys are all healed up. imra'lyr comes back and says that she can't find your things.
Can't find anything.
I'm gonna go ahead and
I assumed they would be in this room back here, but there are a lot of things.
I mean,
look at him. Help me up.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and detect magic, and I'm just gonna start walking down the hall. And it's within 30 feet of me. I'm aiming to find my bag of holding.
Okay, yeah. So you walking up and down using your detect magic, you do get a ping. And you actually get it in the back corner, kind of near the door, on the other side of the room, the other door that goes down the trap. You do find your bag of holding, and situated right next to it is all your armor and everything.
That makes it a lot easier. And I
Yeah.
start. I'm going to put my armor in the bag of holding because I don't want to carry it. I don't want to try to put it on. I just want us to get the heck out of here.
so
Let's go
while,
find Francisco.
So
while they're
ev-
doing this sorry.
Go ahead.
Go ahead,
Okay,
me.
So I'm gonna, as they're like searching for the stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and real quick find the cat bones because I assume the bones are still there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna find all the cat bone pieces I can find. I'm gonna take the red brown cloak I have still. I'm gonna wrap them up into a bundle and tie it closed. And I'm gonna find Kinsley and just be like, "Can I put this in the bag of holding real quick?"
What is it, me?
It's some friends that I need to
You said
bring back.
your cats are mine.
Yeah, they're mine, exactly. I jiggled the bag.
So that's what's inside the bag.
Yes.
He wants to make these necromantic cats again. Which, you know what? This book might tell us how to do. But I
We
don't know.
just need someone who can use it. I slowly put it into the bag of
I
holding.
think you're making Kinsley very uncomfortable.
Kinsley, don't worry about
Shh, 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 shh. It's okay. Shh, it's okay.
On your own
Don't you have
person.
your own bag?
No.
Yeah, not everything has to go in the bag of holding.
But because if they come back alive, they might try to scratch me, and they don't need air.
I think once they're, as much as I know about magic, once they're disassembled, you have to cast the spell again to bring them
Well, this will
back
keep me from
together.
crushing their bones by accident.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
While they're having this conversation, can I just want to I want to be nosy now. I want to look through the boxes and like.
Well, as you're being nosy and looking around, everyone upstairs, give me a perception check.
Oh no.
I can't roll for crap.
That's a dirty
14.
20.
15.
Okay, so all of you
That's bad for
guys here, back in the room you were, at one of the windows, you hear a rapping on the window. You're gonna look it back into the room.
Just peek, so he's not seen.
Okay, so you look and you see that through the window there is a raven frantically rapping
I
at the
rush
window.
to the window and I make it open.
So you rush over, and right before you go to open up the window, you look out. The raven flies away. You look outside, and there are guards running down the lane towards the house.
Oh no! Oh no!
Everyone, they're guards! Guards! Guards!
Okay.
What are you doing?
We're running out. We're running out.
Francisco?
Oh no. I start running to the
We're
downstairs.
going downstairs.
I still
Downstairs.
have detect magic is 10 minutes. I gave him the glaive that is a magic weapon. I am running through the house and I'm trying to get a ping.
So you guys go downstairs. You
just walk
find
out
your
of the
way out, and you're getting a ping downstairs at the very bottom in the kitchen.
I'm just like walking out.
Yeah,
Is
eventually you
there
make it
okay?
down.
How big is the window that the raven was trying to
It's
get
a
our
small. It's like a little.
Francisco, what are you
It's
doing?
not very
Alright.
We have to get that. We have to get that. The carts are coming. The carts are
Okay.
coming.
I grab him and I just like yank him out of the cell.
Okay.
Disney, we found you. How are you?
Okay.
I
am
look out a
covered-
window.
One
I
at a
look out
time. One at a time. Me, go ahead.
I stopped talking.
I look out a window at where the guards are, and I'm going to go ahead and cast Conjure Animal. So I'm going to move the polar
Oh
bear
my
by the
gosh.
guards in the middle of the guards.
Oh my
And he's going to attack the first one. They're at the front of the house, right?
They're coming down the road, so they're coming to the house.
Oh, okay. So
just
I'm going to
put him
have
in
it.
the house and have him like
I'm
running
going,
at
yeah,
them.
I'm gonna have it charging and screaming "Rah!" at the
That's not scary
guards.
at all.
Okay, so you see that this polar bear in the road just appears and just starts charging towards these guards. You see that they all stop and they drop their shields and they get ready into a position to fight back. But you have bought yourself some time. So what are you guys doing?
I'm
Wait, I
trying
should've done the
to
rhino.
disguise myself a little and use the bear rug as kind of like, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I give
guess
myself a beard because I have a disguise kit.
I will actually use my spell of disguise self, and I will be a Barovian woman in, I guess, because my underdress is more like, it's an underdress. It's very simple. It's white. Whatever.
I look like a
And-
bearded lady.
I'm the
so
child.
you're both using a disguise kit?
No,
No,
I actually
she has
have,
a spell. I have a disguise kit.
and
Okay,
I'm making
imra'lyr.
myself like 5 foot.
Okay,
Because I
imra'lyr,
can
go ahead
go
and do a deception check to see how good you can do this.
No.
I am the child.
I take all my obvious magical and weapon stuff and I put it in the bag of holding, and I turn myself into a Barovian man walking
Okay.
with Kinsley.
You got a 10?
I'm on Francisco's back.
My Melloc is not my friend.
So you have this bear rug on you. You've tried to stitch together a little beard. You essentially look like a bearded woman. That's
That was the intent.
that's trying to look like a man. Like, you
No,
do not.
the intent was to be a bearded woman.
Oh,
Can
okay.
I
Well, then
help
yeah, you
her?
did that pretty good. You look like a woman with a beard, but you don't.
Can I help her out to improve upon it?
I mean, do you have a
There's not a
disguise
lot
kit
of
or
time,
anything?
guys.
I believe I have proficiency with it as well.
Just smack something on my face.
Yeah, I mean, if you want
Yes.
to roll too, roll as well.
Alright. What was that? Deception?
Yeah, deception, and then
And
if you're
that's
proficient,
plus
add your
my
proficiency
proficient,
bonus.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't add my proficiency bonus.
Are you proficient?
Yes.
Deception.
Yes.
Well, that's gonna be a
So it would've been a
23. So.
Okay, well, me comes over and he's just like, move aside, move aside. And he starts doing stuff, and now you look like a legit man. Like,
I
you look
wanted
like a
to
dude.
be a bearded
No,
lady.
legit bearded woman, but it looks realistic and weird.
It looks like a real
feel
beard
like-
and not like something you glued on.
I feel like a bearded woman is not gonna be very
Do I look like
Whatever,
my
it is fine. Let's go.
It's interesting.
We make our way back to the inn.
Okay, so how are you guys exiting the house?
Back.
Back
Okay.
door.
I
So
am
you're going
on
through the back
Francisco's
door.
back as a
We're
sleeping
going
child.
straight to the inn.
Okay, so everyone go ahead and give me a perception check as you're going out the back door.
26.
17.
15.
Okay, awesome. All of you guys, as you are poking around, you are being sneaky. You look around and you see that the polar bear has these guys busy. He is swatting at them. Some of them are flying. Eventually, though, they do end up stabbing him and getting into the sides, and this polar bear just poof disappears. And then they start running towards the front door as you guys are going around the side and making it back up the lane towards the inn. Fortunately, it's not that far away. It's only like 2 or 3 blocks away. You are able to make it, and you guys are going inside. So you guys go inside and you see that right now it's, what time do you guys get there? It's, gosh, in between lunch and dinner at this point. So there is no one in there. You see that as soon as you come in, Erwin comes over and is like, "Oh, did it work? Are you guys okay? Do you have everything?" So you see Spit comes running up. You saved her! You saved her! She's alive!
I hug Spit.
He comes running over and he's like, "I missed you!"
Oh, Spit, I missed you.
Heart. Oh, my heart.
Oh, Spit.
We need to get out of town.
Easy. You guys could easily use our underground escape. I would suggest that you go. I mean,
And as far as anyone is concerned, we never came back.
yes. Well, that's we weren't going to say anything. I mean, I don't know if anyone else saw you guys. I don't know if anyone else knows you are here. But
Francisco, did anyone see you?
Do not think so.
Because when what happened is
you
the
sure?
burgomaster and the wife jumped out before he even came into the room. So they know someone had come and was fighting with the assassin, but they wouldn't know. I mean, Strahd would know.
So they, what they would have known is that something happened at the gate. They ordered you guys to leave. The guards were at the gates. They know that something attacked it, and the next day they started getting frantic. So what they did is they summoned a phantasmal assassin and charged it with killing you guys, and it didn't leave the house. So that would lead them to believe whoever was in the house had something to do with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if they saw
I can't even
me.
do what you did.
One of my many faces.
Like, I can't make my lips do it.
Let's all take a second to try and mimic Jessica's face.
It was something like that.
Nice try, everybody. We'll write them later. Okay.
Okay, but yes, you guys should leave the town right away.
Yeah, obviously.
No one saw you coming here, correct?
No.
Okay, good. We don't want to lead them back to us. So I don't know where you are going, or what you are doing. But remember, if you are gone long enough, I'm sure everything will calm down here. And if you go and check on the Wizards of Winery for me and my family, we will be more than grateful. And don't worry about your bill. I'll just it will be done because I have faith that you will do this for me. So here, follow me. And he leads you back over to the underground tunnel, takes you all the way back. The down the other side, and you guys come out the other side where the tree is. It opens up, and you are able to come out into the forest. It is afternoon, late afternoon, probably 3 o'clock-ish, maybe 4. So it's still relatively light, but getting later in the day.
Really quick, while this is happening, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of just keep hanging on Francisco's back. I'll be right back. I have to do something really, really fast.
Cool. So
Otte.
his picture. Oh my goodness.
Why doesn't he change it to his character picture?
Apparently he likes that more.
This is arguably more entertaining.
Well, for
For sure,
copyright, for copyright issues, I will blur this out before putting it up on YouTube.
Probably a good idea.
Right,
Yep.
yeah. Probably so. Yeah, well, you saw it here only on Twitch.
Only on the stream. Only on the stream you get to
Jesus.
see this funny picture.
The meme. Oh my gosh. Okay,
So good.
so we're
Okay.
in the forest now.
What are you guys doing? What's your
so-
plan?
We've got a couple of options, okay? Everybody, are you ready to choose an option, okay?
Yes,
We've got the wizard. We've got werewolves. We've got Yesterhill. I don't know what that is. Or other option. We could go and see Strahd.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, look. What if we go and he isn't? What if he isn't so bad? What if he just wants to have dinner with us?
As in, we would be the dinner.
No,
I'm
no, no,
gonna
no, no.
insight check him.
We could probably
Yeah.
I could woo him. It would be,
I don't think we're ready to go see Strahd.
That is
What's
a
happening?
19 to insight check.
You can tell something's going on with Francisco.
No. Okay, trust me. Look,
He seems a little too rosy in the cheeks when he mentions Strahd.
look.
you have a
at
crush on him?
good.
I know. Are you
No.
infatuated with the vampire? I mean, I get it. He's a vampire and he's super sexy, but
No, I think he's into me. Honestly, I think. Yeah, no, I've got a shot. I think I can get us out of here without having to fight, without going through all of this trouble.
I think
I really
you are overestimating your charm.
What?
I think you are overestimating your charm. I
No,
mean, you
I
did
turn
a
into
really,
Shakira. Yeah.
I
you
jump
did
off
a
his
really
back.
good job with that
No?
one-eyed monster. Not going to lie, blew my mind. But I think it's a little different with an entity that wants to take over your blood and just
No.
I am going to go up to Francisco, put my hand on his shoulder. I don't
Yes,
know if this is
Izzy.
gonna work, but I'm gonna lesser restoration him.
Okay.
I don't know if because it's like it removes
there's
like
a way-
poison and blindness.
I know there's a way to
and
break it, but I don't.
I don't know if
Dispel
that's
magic?
it. Oh, that probably would have been a better choice. I don't think I have it stocked though.
Thanks, Stress.
Look, Francisco, I know you're really excited to get jiggy with the vampire, but hear me out. Let's go that one direction first, where we can get most of the things on our to-do list done, and then we can revisit the idea.
That's what I'm saying. We don't have to do that stuff if we can, just talk to him.
But
But
we
if
also
things go
owe our friend a
bad-
favor.
Then we're all dead.
The
your soul
lesser
is trapped.
restoration wouldn't have done it.
Okay.
It's
So,
it's
I
not a
mean-
physical ailment.
Okay.
It
It was worth a
think,
try.
Think about it, Francisco. I'm a child still, by the way.
And I'm still that.
If
And I'm still a bearded
so-
lady because I'm
if we
super
were
sexy.
to go to Strahd and we were to die, you would lose a lot more than we would. Your soul is bound to a
He's
devil.
right. Oh, that didn't even occur to me. I
It's not
forgot all
worth
about
the
that.
risk.
But you know what? Listen, Strahd is pretty strong. What if we use Strahd to fight the devil?
I put my finger over his lips.
I'm going to veto
You're drunk. You're
your
drunk.
Oh, he's probably right. You're probably just very drunk.
No, I didn't drink that much. I had like a tiny glass of wine.
I
Just a little bit.
slapped Francisco.
Oh wait, the restoration, wouldn't that actually make him sober?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah. Look,
So
I'm
you're sober.
perfectly sober. I just use restoration.
I
You don't
put
know
my
that.
fingers.
Are you guys?
Okay, this Francisco, I am going to veto your suggestion. We can see Strahd later. Maybe you can do your thing, and things will be
we're
better.
ready to kill him.
But the fact of the matter is that we were just saved by our friend, and we owe them a favor, and we need to take care of that first. Is that in the same direction as the other things we need to do?
Yes, everything
Okay.
is in that
You
direction.
know what? For the sake of helping a friend, I am okay with going and
We'll
seeing.
postpone. Rain check your idea.
But I still think it's a great idea. We should definitely talk about it more. I think it has a great,
How about
great
Hey.
opportunity.
Hey, Francisco? I am very tired.
Oh no, yeah.
I start
Let's
making a gag.
Talk
I'm
about
actually-
it later.
Also very tired.
Oh, okay.
Let's just start wandering in that direction to help.
Kinsley, do you need a piggyback ride? You seem very tired.
No. I transform back into, or I dropped my disguise. It doesn't actually change my physicality the way that you and me can. Just changes the perception that people have of me.
Oh, but I can just make myself taller. I'm really strong.
That's
I am so
no.
strong. I
Okay,
just
as
spend fun like a
entertaining
dog, man.
I
As
start
it will
putting the
be.
gag around his mouth.
I'm not-
So Francisco, we're going to play the quiet game.
You see that spit's just in the ground.
It's so funny! Spit, you've already lost. Okay. Now, let's start walking. So I'm gonna take Spit up. Kind of like that, like how people carry monkeys on their shoulders. So I'm gonna do that with him. I feel like
Okay.
that's our relationship at this point. I
Okay.
just carry him
So-
around and.
Eventually.
And I'm just gonna lead Francisco.
Okay.
Yeah, I go back into my normal me self.
I'm still.
Okay, eventually you guys find your way back to the road. You are a little ways out of town, so you don't need to worry about anyone seeing you from the gate. You start walking, and you walk you walk down the lane for a while. It is starting to get later and later. You see that the fog is still all around you. It's not super dense to the point where you can't see through it. It's just kind of ominous and always there. You guys do see out of the corner of your eye here and there, you can swear looking into the trees, you see red eyes or something staring and watching you as you go. But every time you go to look, it disappears and there's nothing there. Just kind of a chill, uneasy feeling as you walk. Eventually, you do make it to this beautiful bridge, this wooden bridge that spans this small river that's coming out of Lake Zarovich, coming down to the south. You cross it, and eventually, about a quarter of a mile later, you run into a signpost. You see that the road at this point comes to an X intersection with branches to the northwest, northeast, southwest, and southeast. The lower half of a snapped wooden signpost thrusts upward at an angle near the eastern elbow of the intersection. The top half of the sign, featuring arms pointing in the different directions, lies in the weeds nearby. So looking at it, you guys see that you can pick it up and you can easily identify in which direction things are by the way that it sits in the post. It's just broken and it looks kind of battered. You see that to where the sign is aligned and rejoins, you see that the arm in one direction indicating the arm is to indicate that Kresk and something called the Tsolenka Pass are to the southwest, Lake Baratok to the northwest, Valecki and Ravenloft back the way you came over the bridge to the northeast, and Berez is to the southeast. The only name you're familiar out of all of these, besides Valecki and Castle Ravenloft, is Lake Beratok. And you know that that is the direction of the tower that you were told about.
And the werewolves.
So, do we want to check on the wine wizards first, or do we want to do these other things?
Do we know which is closer?
So you guys know that the Wizard of Wines is this direction, but the signs don't point which way goes to the Wizard of Wines.
Do I see any birds or any animals around us?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
We
And
should have
since-
gotten better
Is it
directions.
21?
Well, we have a map.
You can bust
Right?
out the map if you want, yeah. Do you want to bust out the map?
Yeah.
That's a
Okay.
21 though, by the way.
21.
roll.
So looking around, you you see a raven. You see a raven perched on a tree nearby. And as far as plants go, you do see the trees, and you do see some weird looking plants here and there in the ground.
Do I find any other animals?
At this point, it's pretty abandoned, the area.
Here is the question. Which one do we want to do?
Well, we could always do the... I mean, we're collecting the wine for them, right? And bringing it...
No, we're investigating to see what happened to the wizard.
Oh,
What? Whoa.
oh,
I-
one.
The what? You want to go to the wine?
One.
Wants to drink the wine, I think.
One.
Maybe we should do that on our way
Yeah,
down.
take off his gag.
Oh, my hand is so gross.
I'm sure you've been drooling on it.
I win. I won. I won the game.
Because you're the only one that didn't speak.
I forgot we were in
What about Henrietta? She hasn't clucked yet. You lost to a chicken. You lost to a chicken.
No, she doesn't count. She's
Henrietta
not the
looks
person.
up
She is
triumphantly.
food.
Anyway.
Excuse me. I got her a little...
Okay.
Okay, so
Where are we on this map?
You are here.
Okay. Oh, look, a gold star. Okay, so, Lake Beratok, Luna River, Valecki. Okay, we just came from Valecki. There are no indicators to any of the places we need to go.
not really.
Not that I can see. I'm not a map reader or anything.
You guys come to the read the
Would
map.
he have given us like better directions than just
it's in
west?
this direction.
He gave you the direction, or someone gave you the direction to Lake Baratok. So you got exact directions to that.
What was Lake Beratok for?
That's where the tower is, and where you have heard werewolves roam.
I was also told by the innkeeper how to get to the Wizards of Wine.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
Were you
I
told in
remember.
detail?
I was the one who had the conversation, I think, with his wife.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember if they told you exactly how to get there, though. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
It would make sense. Yeah.
You said you were told that there's a raven.
Yeah, I was gonna go up to it and ask it, but I was letting everyone discuss. I go up to the raven and I wave to it and I say to it, "Do you understand? Are you one of our allies?"
Go ahead. You see that it looks at you and it caws and it cocks its head sideways so it could look at you with an eye, and it starts kind of looking. But it doesn't give more of a response than that.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and speak to our feathery friend and speak with animals.
Okay.
See that I'm assuming it's not gonna fly away anytime soon. So it actually like to if we had, no one
Well,
would mind
me-
sitting
me-
around 10 minutes.
Me, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ask our feathery friend here for directions.
Oh, the raven. Okay. Well, before you cast a spell, why don't you just ask the question to see if he like?
I guess that's. Do you know the way to the the wine wizard?
You see that it crows again and then launches itself into the air. And it starts making its way. Let me pop open this real quick. It starts making its way southwest towards where the arm indicated Kresk and the Tsolenka Pass was. So it's this way.
Okay.
Okay.
So a different direction than.
Guess we go that way.
Well, it's not like we have much to lose following a raven.
True. So let's take care of the Wizards of Wine first, and then we can, if it's going,
Go with the wolves.
we can do a triangle sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Okay.
Maybe it's that small building there, South Road.
Okay. So, you guys see that this raven launches itself into the air and starts making its way a certain way. It waits for you to follow, and when you don't right away, it kind of swoops back and looks and waits, and eventually you all start to follow it and you go that way, making your way down the dirt road as it starts to get dark. And at that point, we are going to take a small break, so that way we can go to the bathroom and go get snacks and all that good stuff. So everyone watching at home, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I hope you are having fun watching us here at Lakeside Legendz. We will be back in about 10 minutes. It's 7:36 now, so we'll be back in about 7:38. Okay. And we are back from our break. Thank you for everyone who stuck around and want to continue watching us. We appreciate it very much. So, it is getting later in the evening, and you guys are walking down the road. You guys are very aware that it is not safe in Barovia at night, especially out on the roads. Oops.
I will go ahead and set up the dome.
Okay. So you guys decide to pull over and stop for a bit before getting too far down the road.
I do invite our raven friend in.
Okay. So you set up the dome and you see that you beckon to the raven, but instead it chooses to fly off. It doesn't give any indication of where it's going or if it will be back. But you get the feeling that it's not intentionally abandoning you. But your your raven friend is gone for now. Okay.
Probably to go home and kiss the wife. I don't know.
Possible.
So you guys are safe in this dome.
I'm so tired.
Can I talk to the grass around me?
Yeah, you can find patches of grass here and there and go ahead and talk
I
away.
should have been doing this on the break. I'm gonna look through my spells.
I forgot about that too. It's okay. I don't really plan on changing much. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do speak with plants. And I'm just gonna start chatting with the grass and
Okay.
asking it about so what kind of animals have passed through here. Yeah.
So as you have been in Barovia, as I've mentioned before, you have felt that the nature and the way things work here are quite a bit different, quite a bit darker. There's something nefarious going on with the way nature is in Barovia. And you've kind of figured out how to use your druidic magic to talk to it. And as you do, the grass starts chirping up at you, and you're feeling a good connection with nature for the first time in a long time. But the way in which it's talking to you sounds very feral, very wild, and not just like wild and like how like stuff is back on the Sword Coast, but very hostile. And they are kind of saying a bunch of different things all at once. You can't make out some of it here and there, but it feels very mean. It feels very aggressive. And eventually you just kind of aren't sure what to make of that.
I just let it continue to insult me.
You don't even know if they're insults. It just feels like wild.
Meh.
I kind of just like let myself go around in the grass and just lay in it as it's saying whatever it's saying to me. You know, I don't really understand you. It feels wild and hostile, but it feels nice. Haven't felt this in a while.
He is so weird.
Hostility.
Hostility.
Like it.
That's funny. Anyone else doing anything else?
Do we want to have someone keep watch in case anything creepy comes around? Just to make a note of it?
I can keep watch.
Kinsey, I think you should just sleep.
Yeah.
I lean to Imra. You've noticed there's something wrong with Francisco, right?
Well, I know that he is being really weird towards a certain entity that we don't care for.
I am under the impression that he may have been messed with, and I'm afraid that he might attempt to go to Strahd.
On his own.
I don't know. I don't know how bad the influence is on him. I am worried for him to be up alone.
And then it would also be very bad if all of us slept.
How long do you need to sleep?
I only need to meditate for about, 4 hours or something?
4 hours. Yeah.
It's half the time.
I can stay up most of the night. I just need 4 hours.
Then perhaps I can stay up for a little bit. And because I'm feeling pretty okay, but I don't think that he should be up on his own, and whether or not we need to hide that we're awake, I can pretend to be sleeping at least for an hour during his watch, and then
Or if we can have him do his watch while I am at the end of my meditation, and I can just pretend to be still meditating.
that would work.
However you want to, whatever. I mean, it would be very bad if we lost him.
Yes. Me? Would you mind staying up for the first watch?
Sure.
And then...
No, guys, it's all right. I can do it. It's fine. You guys rest. You had a very difficult day.
Hey, Francisco.
Yes.
You wouldn't mind if during your watch I slept on your lap, would you?
No. I wouldn't mind at all.
All right.
You know what? It would actually be nice if we all slept on Francisco while he was keeping watch.
Hey, Spit, you want to join us? Sleep pile.
Yeah, sleep on him. Let's do it.
No, only like 2. I don't
Okay,
want to
Spit,
like
spit and I.
3.
Spit and I.
Okay. That is all right. That's fine.
Just keep an eye on him. I go ahead and I set up a little space to pray.
Okay.
Since I'm not keeping first watch, I'm actually going to step outside of the dome.
Okay.
Just to
Kinsley. Go ahead and give me a religion check.
Religion, that's 19.
Okay. So, as you are setting up your space, all of a sudden, your vision goes dark. And then you start to see bars, as if a cell is in front of you. You look down, and you look at your hands, but they're similar, but they're older. They're gruff. A finger is broken. You look down, and you're wearing just a tunic and peasant's pants. You feel your hair, it's gritty and short. You look around you, and you see shadowy beings walking back and forth in front of your cage. You hear horrible sounds and screaming coming down the hall from somewhere far away. Everything's an echo, you can't really tell. You hear a whisper, a familiar whisper, familiar voice in your ear as you're seeing this. You hear, "You can still save him." And then you come back.
Do I have any idea of who this would be, or like any? He was just looking through the bars in a hallway.
He was in a cell looking out through bars into the room, and he heard screaming down a hallway, and he saw shadowy figures walking back and forth in front of his cage.
Okay.
And you looked down at your hands, and they were broken fingered, dirty, and they looked like someone that's a firbolg.
Can I do any kind of like history check of like? I guess I wouldn't, because I don't really have any.
It was a vision.
And there's no
Future check.
indication as to location.
None. I mean, I'm going to immediately start praying and like looking for any answers that I could get.
Okay.
In vain, I assume.
imra'lyr, you said you're stepping out of the dome?
Mm-hmm. With my back to it, I just hold on to my crystal and I'm just talking to myself, and I kind of like, so that nobody can see, I cast my minor illusion, and I'm just, this is really hard. I was supposed to be a performer who danced with swords. Not a warrior. And that stupid mantra you gave me is not really helping. I know I'm supposed to say it every night, but it's... But I did do something pretty fun today. I carved the Morning Lord's symbol all over that burgomaster's house. A figurative burning of his home. I don't know if it will do anything. And I don't know if this God that even sees his people. But you taught me to believe in higher powers with you in your own worship. I never connected with your God. Sorry. But It's nice to think that someone is perhaps watching over us, but you cannot see me. And then I go into my, okay, fine, I'll say, stupid monster. And go through and say my thing.
Okay.
So nobody can hear me.
Perception
You
check.
know, the
I'm being
dome-
quiet. I'm being quiet.
We can see outside the dome.
But like I said, my backs, I am very well aware. I remember how the dome works.
Okay.
My back is to you all.
She's
I am
outside
far
the
enough
dome,
away.
right?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
she's
outside.
far away, though.
I'm not that far away. I'm still within sight. But I'm far enough away that I'm pretty confident that if I'm whispering, y'all probably cannot hear me.
I don't know. I got a passive perception of 17.
Well,
but I'm also busy praying
Right.
intensely.
I'm involved with grass.
I also kind of took the moment where noticing that everybody's preoccupied with their own things, knowing that I was not going to be taking first watch like I usually do in this case.
Okay. So eventually imra'lyr makes her way back into the dome. Yes.
Real quick, can I see if I can understand what the grass is saying at me?
Go ahead. I mean, it doesn't sound like a foreign language. It just sounds like so many voices all at once talking
Try to
very.
narrow one
If you
down at a
if you want, yeah, try to do perception, or yeah, I guess perception.
Why is it always so low? I rolled a 3. That's plus a 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, you can't really make it out.
I should have chose a single thing of grass, not a patch of grass.
Just a single blade, just sitting there.
Yeah.
Hey, little guy.
Could sit. Nope. Nobody knows. Nobody's caught up.
3.
All right, so imra'lyr goes inside and goes to bed. Everyone eventually falls asleep except for whoever is taking first watch.
Me.
Francisco.
Me.
Oh,
Is it-
I thought
We
I
decided
thought
it
I
was me. Oh,
Nope.
Apparently,
it is
it's me.
Oh.
So,
I asked
Me-
me too specifically.
so you guys
I
are.
put my hand over Francisco's eyes. Just go to sleep.
I'm not tired.
Shh.
So you notice that where you guys have set up the dome is kind of near the road, but offset enough that it would be unnoticeable by someone just walking down the road, kind of looking around and trying to see everything. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Ooh, that's a 21.
Okay. So you're looking around, and you swear that you continue to see little eyes here and there in the trees, as you thought you saw as you were walking down the lane. But every time you go to look, they disappear. You hear an owl hooting out in the distance, and you hear this flutter of wings, then here and there. But nothing really seems to stand out to you. Nothing seems to come out of the woodwork. And your few hours go by.
Wait, before that, I'm not actually asleep.
I know.
I would like to, well, since he is in my lap, right? That's what he said?
I said when I go to sleep, I'm in your lap.
Okay, well, while I'm sitting there, I'm going to cast Friends on me.
Okay.
And
Do I have to make a save?
Yeah, you. What?
I just have advantage on persuasion or charisma-based checks on him. And I kind of go up to me while everyone's sleeping. I'm like, hey, me, is it okay if I take first watch? You can take a break. I am totally awake. I cannot fall asleep. Would you
Go
be willing
ahead. Oh, go ahead.
Would you be willing to swap shifts with me?
I don't think so, Francisco.
What we're going to do is Francisco is going to try to do a persuasion check. It's going to be relatively high since me is already aware. So it's going to be with, you said advantage on charisma based, correct? So you have advantage, but the DC is going to be 20.
I mean,
I
wouldn't I
also
be
have a
rolling
high-
against him?
But he's not trying to do something. He's not he doesn't have. Is there anything you can do that would be against a persuasion check?
I mean,
Only if
there's-
you're doing deception.
Only if you're
Yeah.
trying to lie, which
Okay,
he's not.
okay.
So
Okay.
it would be.
I will roll.
Okay.
I mean, you could argue that B would have to make an intelligence check, but he already knows
He already knows. That's the
something's
thing.
Okay.
up.
Okay.
So it's a high DC, but it's doable.
It's a 13. It's not great.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Charm Person.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so that's a saving throw for Francisco. I
Yep.
believe it's a wisdom saving throw.
Yep,
gosh.
and I'm going to cast it at. Oh no, okay, that just adds an extra target, doesn't it?
Right, it
Doesn't
just adds a
make it
target.
stronger.
So yeah.
Okay, I thought it would make the throw go higher. Okay, so Wisdom saving throw of 13.
I got a 6.
Oh, he is
All right.
charmed.
Francisco,
Wait,
why
what
don't
does
you?
this mean?
You can be charmed by more than one. And so the charm like it'll wear off after a while, but I mean it implants the idea into your brain. It can't make you do something, but it really makes you want to do something.
Okay.
It's like how I really need chocolate once in a while.
Right. So right now you're not like possessed saying I have to go see Strahd.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more so like it's a really good idea, you guys. We should really go. I don't know why we're not going. I guess we don't have to go this second, but we should go.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
Francisco, why don't you maybe kind of stop thinking about Strahd? Maybe, you know, try forgetting the name. And just you look tired, friend. Please just close your eyes and go to sleep for the rest of the night until we
I
meet.
immediately pass out.
sounds like a really good idea.
As soon as he says sleep, I just
You guys never have Kinsley on a watch, and my perception is really high. He doesn't have to take a watch. You guys just never wake me up.
we always think, oh, she's sleepy. We don't want to wake her up.
Okay, so I did implant the idea though of maybe forgetting Strahd's name. So
We'll have to
Keeping
see
that
how
in
that
mind.
works out later. Okay, so yeah, Mia, eventually you're able to convince Francisco to go back to bed, and he does.
Pops is in front of me. I just
And
kind of
you-
shove him onto his back. I put Henrietta on his chest to keep him warm.
Oh my gosh.
So me, you finish out the rest of your watch, and nothing happens. Who are you gonna wake up for second watch?
No, I haven't seen Kinsley do a watch. Though she's pretty. I mean, she might. Yeah, she might be okay. You know, be able to sleep in when it's her turn. So I go ahead and I poke Kinsley.
Okay.
Kinsley.
Is there a fight?
No. I was just thinking maybe you'd like to take watch. So then, when you can rest next, you can still sleep in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now these watches are about 2 hours each, yeah? Usually.
I'm gonna say they're probably like 2.5 to yeah.
Okay. So by
only
the
if they
time you
watch.
wake me up, I'll have had.
Yeah, I can watch.
Okay.
I'd sleep on Francisco.
So
next to
go
Henrietta.
ahead and give me a perception check, Kinsley.
Stupid
Snoring
dice rolled into
increases.
other dice. That's a
I gagged him.
9.
A 9. Okay.
Rolled
So
a 2. But it's +7. I just
As-
didn't roll good.
as you were sitting there trying to diligently take a watch of what's going on around you. You're still very tired from your ordeal. Although you are healed, it doesn't mean you are not exhausted from the whole thing. And pretty traumatized about what happened. You can't wrap your head around what you did to make someone treat you that way. You've only ever tried to help people. And how could these people, just because you're different, want to attack you and hurt you? As you are thinking this, all of a sudden, you look up and you see there is a figure standing exactly next to the dome, right in front of you, as if looking at you, but you know it can't be looking at you. It's standing there, just staring. Its eyes move back and forth. You see, it looks almost like a zombie warrior. No, a zombie knight, but its eyes don't look dead. It looks more aware, as if it understands what's going on. And you hear, hello.
Invited me over for tea.
You see it reaches on its back, pulls out a long sword and just kind of rakes it across the dome. The dome's solid, it's opaque. It can't see in, but it knows something's there. Hello.
I reach over and I'm tapping on Imra, kind of trying to shake her awake, and immediately, and I point.
Do I know what this is? Undead, my specialty.
Make an intelligence check.
Can I also?
Intelligence. Come
And
on,
go
man.
ahead and do it. Or
I
you
have
can do
advantage.
history. You can do intelligence or history, and then do
I
it
don't
with
get any for either.
yeah, you
I
do it
get-
with advantage.
I rolled a 7. I don't know what this is.
19.
You recognize that it is an undead creature, but having browsed through the libraries of your friends, for they are rich individuals and have many information and knowledge to go through, you remember picking up a book of undead as you were studying about them because they interested you so much. And you remember reading about creatures that may be undead but have unfinished business.
I think I know what it is.
And you remember reading how they can't really move on unless they've finished what they were meant to do in life. This thing standing in front of you appears to be a revenant.
I just
Go ahead and give me a perception check while you are staring at this thing.
12. But it is my favored. Do I still get advantage on it?
Not on a perception check for this, but it's right in front of you, so you rolled above a 10, it doesn't matter. You see that it is wearing, it looks to be like knight's armor, and on the very front is a big silver dragon's head.
Okay. Imra's pretty. I mean, just Laura's pretty sure what that is. Does Imra know what that is?
What the silver dragon's head is?
Yes.
Let me think.
I kind of pointed out to Kinsley too. if it's like a religion thing. Or something.
Kinsley looks at it and she thinks it could maybe be a religion thing because she has heard of dragon deities, but nothing with just the head of a silver dragon stands out. But you guys do remember hearing about some order of knights that used to be here.
Now, okay, would I know if revenants are always, like, if they have a set alignment?
Revenants?
Yeah.
I don't think they do, because it really depends on their unfinished business and what they have, like what they're trying to accomplish.
Right.
Can I insight check him and see if it's like has like
Yeah, can
an
I do that?
ominous feel or an, like
Can I insight check it also?
Go ahead and do an insight check, and then you guys also remember that looking back, you guys remember to look back at your Taroka card.
that's what I
Oh,
That's what I'm looking
mine
at.
out too. I rolled a 22 in my insight.
I also rolled a 22.
Nice.
Whoa! Double 22.
So at this
Meanwhile, I'm
point,
snoring.
you guys don't feel any animosity coming from it. It looks to just kind of be confused about what it's seeing.
Tacos. Chalupas.
I smack Francis. not to wake him. Not to wake him. Not hard enough to wake him.
Put the sock in his mouth.
Yeah, put a sock in his mouth.
The gag.
So you said that looking back at the Taroka cards.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What do you see that's there?
While I'm looking at the Abjure.
I want to look at his sword. Can I see anything about his sword?
About his sword?
Yeah, you said he pulled out his sword and was kind of raking it across.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a big old sword.
Okay. Looking at the Abjure, I see a fallen house guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to it, the highest peak. I mean, I'm just saying that because of the dragon.
Yeah, the
On
only
his
reason why I
necklace?
looked at
A fallen house.
Mm-hmm.
Dragon.
Fallen house guarded by a
The
stone dragon.
knights.
and it said to look to the highest priest.
Place.
Highest
Place.
peak.
Peak. I wrote peak in there, and I don't know why I went through that series of words trying to say it. So with our combined 22 insight, is there
Combined
any?
44.
You guys,
Yeah.
you guys think like I said, you guys don't feel any animosity coming off of this thing. It looks to just kind of be confused. You know that revenants aren't necessarily evil. I mean, like they're not always great, but this one doesn't seem to be crazy. And you do remember hearing that there is something that has to do with a fallen house that's the stone dragon. It's a dragon thing in front of you. There seems to be a connection here.
Okay, I turned to Kinsley. I'm like mouthing. Should we talk to it? We say hello.
That's
Like, what do we?
kind of what I was thinking.
Okay. Hello.
¿Cómo estás?
It speaks.
Friend or foe?
You tell me.
What is your purpose?
Protect. Kill evil.
Oh, okay. We're totally allies.
Amigos.
guys are laughing really hard.
I turn red so easily, you have no idea.
You see,
I
it
can play
goes.
tic-tac-toe on my arm.
Show yourself.
Are you going to hurt me if I do? I don't want to fight. I'm very tired and I had a good one. It wasn't great.
I only kill evil.
I'm pretty sure I'm neutral, so...
Perhaps. Hello? Letting him know that there's two of us here.
I
Can't leave the dome.
I poke my face, like, you know, like in Star Wars, how when Han Solo is like.
I was thinking more of
frozen.
Jumanji. when
Oh yeah,
he's in the-
Jumanji's even
Oh, yeah,
better.
he's stuck in, like, the
When he's
floor.
on the floor, yeah, like, just that. I'm like, hello.
You see that as soon as your head pops out, unnaturally, quickly, his face turns and eyes look at you and light up. And he's just like, why are you here?
We are trying. I think we're on our way to go see what happened to a wizard. We're trying to help.
You work for Strahd.
Definitely not. In fact, we are raising an army against them. Do you want to join?
You see, at the mention of this, he perks up a little bit, and he says, "Travel to Argenvolstolt. Talk to Vladimir Horngrad. Convince him to fight Strahd."
Are we gonna Aragorn this crap?
Okay. I got really excited with that. Okay. So, Vladimir what?
Vladimir Horngard. It's Horngaard.
Where
And
did
what
you
was
say
the
to go?
place?
Argenvost It's ArgVostholt.
I have that spelled totally wrong, but whatever.
Who do we say sent us?
I have no name. I am a knight of the Order of the Silver Dragon. We were the ones who fought Strahd when his armies came to Barovia. We protect and fight when orders are given.
And this Vladimir, will he give this order?
He is now our leader.
Is he living or is he undead?
None of us are living.
I understand. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I say from within the dome.
You see, he slowly puts his sword up and puts it back. And then he turns and he rakes his hand across the dome as he leaves and just starts walking into the forest.
My goodness, I almost peed my pants. Those are not something you usually want to deal with.
You almost peed your pants?
Only almost, okay?
I look up and it's then sitting there staring straight in my face.
Yeah, it was pretty scary because you were not paying attention.
Do you need someone to go with you to clean up?
Well, I didn't actually pee my pants. I'm just saying.
I mean, you kind of made it sound like you were. Are you ready to go back to sleep? I can finish. I've had my rest. I am good. And then I can wake Francisco and pretend to go back to sleep when I am finished.
I don't know if you'll need to take a watch.
Oh, what
Maybe
time
I'll
is it?
just do it till the morning. Me woke me up, so it's probably best to let him sleep. I can hopefully fix this in the morning.
I'm sorry. I don't know what we're talking about anymore.
Talking about Francisco and him.
Do you remember him always talking in his sleep like this? Because I don't remember him talking this much in
I'm
his sleep.
laying on him.
Oh, no.
That's what I'm going to try to fix in the morning.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess I've had my rest. I can just say, oh, it was just such a nice rest of the night. I can take the rest of the watch and not wake him.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Insight check. She hesitated too long.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20, but it's only a 14.
14.
Am I rolling?
Well, are you trying to hide anything?
Well, okay, so I guess you'll glean that I wanted to tell you something, but decided now is maybe not the time.
Okay.
Or I decided against it.
So you can find Kinsley's hiding something.
Yeah.
Good night. I just raised my, like I'm doing, I raised my eyebrow at her.
And she's already started to go lay down. You can do that to her back all you want. She probably feels it.
Good night.
Okay.
All right.
So imra'lyr, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, come on.
Oh no, that's a 7.
Okay.
No.
I'm not rolling paradox anymore.
So imra'lyr is sitting there. She's kind of playing with her nails, kind of like overthinking
I'm actually trying to check and see if my hair started growing back.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a d20 for length. See if some has grown back.
Okay. 8.
8. So you've probably grown about an inch back. A little bit more is coming. Maybe that much. So you've got a little bit coming in.
I miss my long hair. Stupid.
Okay. Eventually the hours pass and nothing exciting happens. The sun starts to come up over the hill and everyone slowly starts to wake up.
Good morning, everybody.
As I stretch, my hand goes over his mouth.
I kind of like, I have him in a bear hug and I kind of roll on top of him.
Oh no.
Henrietta goes flying.
Okay. So you guys start packing things up, and as you do, you're making a little bit of noise of whatnot. All of a sudden, you guys see coming over the horizon, you see your raven friend is coming back. You see that it gets close, and it just kind of perches on a tree and watches and waits. It just kind of like, ah!
I'm gonna go over to Francisco again.
Yes,
Or I guess I don't need to go over to him.
Oh.
I mutter under my breath and do like a little
Do I notice her
flourish.
starting her? Do I notice her starting her casting?
Do a perception check.
I want to see too.
Your spell.
17.
Yeah, you see that she's starting to mutter
13.
something under her breath.
When I notice, and I'm pretty sure I know what she's doing, I go over to Francisco.
Okay.
And I cast a
sí,
spell
Miranda.
magic on him.
I poke him in the eye as she does it.
So any spell that was cast on him, 3rd level or lower, is gone.
So, Francisco, all of a sudden, you're like, what? You start to think, and you're like, why did going to Strahd's castle sound like a good idea? Like, you're trying to, like, think, why? What was I feeling yesterday? Why was I feeling that way? Was there a good reason? You sit there and you think, there's got to be a good reason I felt this way. What the heck's going on? But you can't seem to figure out why you felt so good about that vampire.
You know, guys, I'm starting to think that going to see Strahd right now is not a good idea. You know, I don't think actually that he's into me. I think maybe I'm just infatuated with him. I don't know what this is. Normally, I only actually like women. But for some reason, that vampire, I don't know what it is. It's like turning my head. And I got very confused yesterday. I am so sorry.
He is a
Vampires
vampire.
So-
Vampires
tend to
are really
be.
attractive. You know, you almost
are
had me
very-
convinced that we should go. I was thinking, hey,
know-
maybe I should get on this flirting with the vampire myself.
You know, it seemed like a good idea at the time, but you know what? I need to spend the less time as a woman. I think that was the problem. Because now I have become susceptible to womanly, I mean, like, to men, and that's not good. Normally, I'm only susceptible to women. That is very wrong. I don't know. I have a preference. No, I mean, like, normally I have a preference, to women. I'm normally...
wrong to what you are used to and how you...
Yes, that, no, not the wrong for you to, like, men.
do
or
what you
women.
do. It's
I
whatever.
make myself
Yes,
look like
it is like it's contrary to my nature, so maybe I should stick being a man. I just feel weird because you know.
Now you're
And
confused.
there's that priestess lady, and there was that secretary
that
You're
ghost.
still
That
into-
ghost.
The
ghost?
No,
The
not the
banshee
ghost.
Agatha?
No.
I totally
Kinsley
ship you with Agatha.
Is
I do.
Agatha trying to decide whether or not she should tell Francisco that he was charmed.
I make myself look just like Strahd. And I walk over to Francisco and brush my hand against
I
his
punch
face.
him. Bam!
Go ahead and do an attack roll and see if you hit me's AC.
Which I
And-
haven't taken the time to give you more AC right now.
So
It's
it's
going to
10.
be
It's a
unarmed
25.
strike. Well, it's
It's a
plus
25 to hit.
just plus your strength, right?
Yeah, it's
Because
just a
it's-
5 damage that I do to him.
Right.
Why would you do that?
I haven't had a chance
Strahd!
to.
He will kill you.
I go
my
back. I go
gosh.
back.
Okay.
Oh,
We are
me, I
ways-
am so sorry. I didn't
I get to
realize
punch
I'm
you
still
back for
waking up.
this.
Me, you probably should know better, but it's time to go. Our raven friend has returned. So, unless there is a reason that we should deviate, I give Kinsley a long glance from our current plan to go check in on the wine wizard.
Yes, the wizard of the wine. We have to go help.
Kinsley, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, that's.
I do it again. I do the eyebrow thing again.
Do I see this?
I mean, you see that.
I'm
she's
not
like,
hiding
yeah,
it.
Face. They're like making faces. Alright.
Is there any reason that we should be doing something else?
Not.
Don't lie to me! You're hiding something!
I go over to Kinsley, put my hand on her shoulder, and I cast Friends.
Oh my
This is like, you're like the only person I've ever known that uses friends as much as you do.
I know,
Or
no one
tries
does,
to.
ever. He's
just excited he can cast spells.
Kinsley, why don't you tell us what is going on?
Go ahead and do a persuasion check with advantage because of friends. And Kinsley, because you are trying to hide something, do a deception check against his. If you fail the roll, you will feel
don't think it's
compelled
going
to
to
tell
work.
them.
I think it's gonna work.
I don't
What's
think
your-
it's going
First
to.
off, I have a -1 in deception. Just so you know.
And what'd you roll?
A 5. So it's a 4.
That doesn't matter because I'm taking a picture.
Did you roll
Did you get two
ones?
nat ones?
Not 20.
Oh,
not 20.
Nat
Oh,
20?
you
20.
rolled a nat 20.
oh!
I
I thought
rolled
you were
a
saying.
nat 20.
I
With
thought you were
advantage.
saying that it wasn't gonna work.
So
Yours
Kinsley,
was not gonna. Yeah.
No, yeah.
was it 2 nat 20s?
No, I only rolled 1 nat 20, but that was my first one. So.
But yeah, you don't even need to roll
Advantage.
again. So Kinsley, you
Yeah.
feel very. You looking at your friends feel like, man, I've been through so much with these guys. They have always been there to have my back. They're such a great group of people. Maybe I should tell them.
I had a vision last night. I was somebody else. But a firbolg.
But you are a firbolg.
I was
Different for a book?
a different firbolg. My fingers were broken and I was dirty and in a cell that led out to a hallway. And looking through the bars, I could see shadows. I don't know where or who this is.
Sounds like a prison to me.
Right.
Saloon spoke to me,
Wow.
and she said I could still save him.
That to me indicates that you might be on a time crunch and this person is probably important to you.
I've
If
lived
you're-
my life being the only firbolg I know. Who could be important to me?
If your god is telling you that you can save this person, what purpose would she have in telling you if it didn't mean something important to you? Or does your god just ask you to save whoever?
I
mean-
still rather new to this.
I'm sure she, is like, hey, save people because it's a good thing. But if she is sending you specifically this image, I don't think you should ignore it.
I didn't plan to ignore it. I just don't know what to do with it.
We're looking for a wizard. Right?
Could also be maybe.
What if-
not the wizard? Didn't we see a visiony thingy earlier?
What if
from a
this
thingy?
is who we're looking for?
What the,
Although- We,
What-
they might be human. I'm not sure.
oh,
By
the
the
missing
way-
wizard?
Kinsley?
The wizard.
After a minute, I cast this spell on you, and its spell says you become hostile towards
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I as a bard, I used this before and made some guards very angry.
Francisco,
Yes.
I may not be completely forthcoming with personal things. Don't do that again.
Kinsley, would you like to punch him for me? I'm sure you'd be much
Did you
better
punch
at
him
it
for
than I am.
herself?
I will
As
submit to
payback
the will of the
for-
council.
Disrupting multiple of us this morning.
If you want information out of me, ask me. And I just kind of turn from Francisco.
That's Kinsley being hostile.
The cold shoulder.
But you know what? It's worse than any physical altercation. I felt that.
I did too.
That was like getting the disapproval from mom.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was like, oh, I really messed up. That's almost as bad as being hit with the chancla.
Putting Francisco and his obsession with magic aside, is there any way we can figure out where this place is? Because if it's at Strahd's, we are not ready.
I look to the Raven. Do you know about any kind of place described as such? I look to the Raven. Maybe like a prison-y, decrepit place where people may be taken that isn't any town, maybe?
Possibly tortured.
You see that the raven just kind of like shuffles its feet and then does that thing where birds like shuffle their feathers and puff out a bit and just shakes.
I'll take that as a no.
The only other thing I can think of is if we... So in that vision we had before, it had a firbolg werewolf. The only other thing I can think of is to go to them and see if they know anything and try to find this woman. She may be connected somehow.
She may be, because if this firbolg man is a firbolg, the other one here may know, and that could help us find them.
Yes, it's likely that there are so few of you here, they would probably know each other. Maybe intimately.
We
But
could
we'll-
steer a course.
We can. We're not that traveled that far that we can't change direction. What do you want to do? We have to go anyway.
Listen to your heart.
I hit Francisco
She just
on the back
kind
of the
of
head.
side eyes Francisco.
I lean into me. I regret nothing.
I hit him with a
can
fiery
I-
hand.
Think back at like how I felt. Did it feel urgent? Like I was going to run out of time? Like when she said that I could still save him?
That's up to you to interpret. I give you guys so many clues about so many things all the time.
But my
This
brain
is
doesn't
like-
work anymore.
This is like something.
Incite your god!
Ah! That wasn't true!
Oh no!
So it's a 9!
Saloon's on a coffee break?
No,
There's
I'm just trying
Starbucks
to
on the
think
other
back
side.
at like,
Sorry,
like
sweetie.
how I would have felt.
Well, how did you
during the
feel?
vision.
You can't like roll for that. Like you have to like know
Well,
how did you
but-
feel? Did it feel when I said it? Did
but,
it feel urgent?
You know, you can get certain feelings out of like, I don't know.
Instant
things.
replay.
The DM has ruled it is up for the player to interpret.
Well, there was a reason why she wanted to talk about it last night, but then. So
You rolled a 19.
I know I did.
It could be the DM was waiting for a good roll on one of your religion checks that you haven't had in a while.
I know, because I suck at religion checks. Though my religion is good. I think it's important, and it may help us. And I'm afraid of running out of time.
If it's important to you, it's important to all of us. And you don't have to hesitate or second guess yourself. If it's important to you, it is important to us.
Thank you.
And it doesn't matter if the outcome is, oh, we could have waited. If a man is being tortured, as someone who has been there, the sooner you're not in that situation, the better.
Okay.
Dear Raven friend, forgive us for wasting your valuable direction. We need to change course. And I turn, and I start towards the tower.
Okay, you see that as you say that, the raven comes down and caws at you, flying in front of you, and starts flying back like the same direction you guys are already heading.
As in
it's trying to get your attention and head the way you guys were already going.
towards the wine wizard.
At least following the same road.
Oh, imra'lyr, you're so cute when you're wrong.
I don't know where I am. I mean, I assumed it was the tower, and you interpreted it as the raven didn't know where he was, but maybe he knows where he is. So
No, I meant you.
What?
You were wrong.
Why am I wrong?
Because you were going in the wrong direction. And the
I was
raven...
going to go. What DM was I not going in the right
Do you want to
said you
open
turn
your
around.
map? Do you want to open your map?
I said I turned towards where the tower was.
Oh, I thought you said you turned around and we're going back.
No,
And
I
that's
said
why
I would-
the raven went and...
You can't see the tower where you're at, so you can only turn around or keep going the way you want. And she said she turned around to go back towards
Okay.
the
That's what I...
tower where
That's
she
how
thinks
I
it is.
interpreted.
But let's
I
open
don't
up the
know
map
which-
real quick.
I don't know which way is shorter or longer or whatever. I've never traveled this road. I am new to this area.
I mean, me could have also interpreted
guys-
the raven wrong in thinking that the raven didn't know.
Are probably
known.
about right there now.
Okay.
And,
Or
I mean,
maybe
the
a little
raven-
further up.
I mean, this could all be leading to the same place.
That's true.
It's true.
Okay.
Okay, we continue to follow the raven.
To Justice, thank you for following. We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Another follow.
Attacked by my mic.
Okay. Oh, to Juster, if you want to see some of our earlier stuff, everything's up on YouTube. Lakeside Legendz with a Z. This is like episode 22 or something. So we have lots of stuff. But yeah, so you guys are about right here. And you set up camp down at the you looking around to your south. You see that you are at the base of a giant, what looks like a hill. And you look up at the base of the hill. You guys kind of see something interesting. You see high up on like the side of the hill. It's like a miniature mountain, essentially. You see high above this river valley that you see down below. Juts a quiet promontory upon which looms a sepulchral mansion. Its turrets capped with fairy tale cones, its towers lined with sculpted battlements. Essentially, it is a miniature castle up here on this wall. But you keep following the road, following the raven. You pass by the road that kind of goes up the mountain. And you keep going this way where the raven is taking you. As you can see, looking at your map, there are multiple ways to get to Lake Baratok and where the werewolves are said to be. Eventually, you do get to this crossing, and you see that a weather-worn signpost next to the road. You see a weather-worn signpost next to the road. It has three arms, or the three arms of the sign point along the three branches of the road. The arm pointing north reads Kresk. And through the woods, you can see an arching stone bridge spanning the river right here. The arm pointing east reads Valeki, and that's back the way you came. And the road slopes up gradually in that direction, because that's where the base of the hill is. The arm pointing southwest reads the Wizard of Wines, which is this one here. The road slopes gently downward in that direction. You're essentially looking off this way. You do see a road. There's no signpost that goes in that direction, but according to the map, Lake Baratok is in that direction. So you now know that you can either go this way back to Vileki, this way, this way towards Kresk, or this way towards the Wizard of Wines.
All right, so it's all in the same place. We just take care of your thing first, Kinsley, and then we can go take care of the Wizard of Wine. And then I want to go back and check out that castle.
Yes,
I
I'm
do like
very
castles.
curious about that.
Because that was cool.
Yeah, we could make a secret base there, you know?
Especially if it... Did it look abandoned, the castle that we had seen?
You couldn't really tell. It was like way off in the distance up in the horizon. You just noticed it looked like what could be like the remnants of a castle.
Totally want to make it our base.
No, that'd be so
Yeah.
cool.
I go ahead and I use my cantrip Produce Flame, and then I use Control Flame to make it look like a fiery castle in my hand.
That's cool.
Perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh.
This would be a very cool base.
Well, we would burn alive in that, but okay.
Oh, you mean, obviously, not that.
All right, let's head towards the lake.
Lake Baratok. Okay,
Let's
so
go tango with some dogs.
you guys turn.
Don't call them that
Fluffers.
to their face. You will probably lose your face.
You guys turn and choose to go deep into the woods, following this muddy, no longer paved. Well, I guess none of it's really paved, but it looks like the off the beaten track type of trail. You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon spattered with mud.
I want to check the wagon.
Me
I will stand away from the wagon while I check the wagon.
I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna
I sh-
stalk towards it.
I am keeping distance.
I
I'm
have
also keeping a little distant.
I'm
my,
hanging out with Kinsley.
I've got my glaive out, and I'm just kind of looking around, like, okay,
Are you approaching it too, Francisco?
yeah,
Okay.
not as stealthily, but
Okay. Well, then imra'lyr, give me a stealth check.
I would be distraction.
Okay, that's not the bad. It is where is it? Stealth. Haha. 17.
All right. So, Francisco and imra'lyr make their way towards the wagon. Francisco just kind of marching up towards it, and imra'lyr kind of slinking to the side, hiding in the trees, trying to be all sneaky. And nothing happens as Francisco approaches.
Be sneaky.
He gets close and he sees that under layers of mud, this wagon sports a fresh coat of purple paint and its wheels have fancy gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. A steel padlock secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads, "Keep Out."
Well, obviously,
Of the wagon or the tower?
The wagon. This is, you're approaching the wagon.
Right.
there's a padlock on the thing.
Coffin.
On the back door of the, yeah, because these big wagons have like little steps in the back that lead to a
Yeah.
door, like an RV.
Okay.
So it says "Keep Out" on the door.
Coffin.
I want to look through the window?
I think there's
see-
red drapes covering the tombstone windows on each side. So the drapes are on the inside. You can't see in.
Okay, I politely knock.
Nothing.
I
Can I
angrily knock.
Can I tell how long it's been there for?
Give me a survival check, I guess, or a nature check.
You would think as a ranger I would have, but I'm a different kind of ranger, so.
Your favorite thing is the mountains, not the forest.
Well, it's not just that, but my type of ranger isn't your normal ranger.
Oh,
So it's not like survival in nature and stuff.
Yeah, not exactly my specialty. That's only an 11.
you can see that it's probably actually been here for, probably more than a day or so. It's been here a little while, but not a long time.
Do I
Not
see
years.
do I see any signs of like people being forced around, like a struggle or an attack or something?
No.
They're just not there. Do I see footprints going anywhere?
Give me an investigation check.
Do I see plants?
11.
Not necessarily. I mean, there are mud and whatnot on the wagon, but in this area, it's more of like grass and whatnot, so it'd be hard to actually find footprints going anywhere. Unless, like, there was a scuffle and grass got kicked up, which there
Okay.
doesn't appear to be.
I'd like to approach the tower.
The tower.
I am still being sneaky.
Okay. So you will forego that and go towards the tower. You see that the
Forgo what?
forego looking,
wagon.
yeah, doing the wagon, like going anything more with the wagon and going to the tower.
Oh,
That
I
I
mean,
meant you're ignoring it.
Okay.
So the tower door, you get up close and you see the tower door is made of iron with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word Kazan. Let me pop open a picture.
This baby boy is gotten so freaking lovey.
It's because he knows.
I know. He's been sitting in my lap and Michael's like, you traitor.
This essentially is what you see.
Ooh.
This is the front door.
Can I tell what it might be?
Let me see if
Any
you can.
kind of like hieroglyphic or arcane symbol or native something. I don't know. It looks like they're dancing.
Hey, yo, yo, yo.
Is that what imra'lyr is doing?
Yeah.
Say yes.
That
Say
is?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So,
I'm
imra'lyr
trying to
does
match
that.
it. I don't do the whole thing. I'm not that fast. She's a dancer, so she can't really help herself. She's like, oh, it's a dancey thing.
Was she just doing weird stuff, or what is she doing? You gotta tell me what she's doing.
She's sort of like kind of copying it, but she's trying to be perfect about it. She's perfecting it, so she's taking her time with each one.
Okay, and how? What order does she do it in?
Clockwise.
She does it clockwise. Okay, so she starts doing the dance in the clockwise fashion, and as soon as she gets to the second or third one, all of a sudden, you see thunderclouds start coming above you,
I stop.
and you see. Well, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no! Come on, man.
Do we notice this?
16.
Okay.
Yeah, do we notice this?
You see, as soon as she starts dancing, thunderclouds appeared before her. And then, right as she was jumping out of the way, lightning came down to strike.
Whoa.
And because you succeeded, you only take half damage.
Oh dear.
What the freak? I'm always getting electrocuted.
Seems to be a trend with you.
Doors don't like you.
Apparently not.
So that would be... Oh, why can't I math today?
I mean, I wouldn't have done it if I, like, ascertained anything from it, which we didn't get to that part.
Well, you just started doing it, and I asked you if that's what Imra'lyr's doing, and you said yes.
But I wouldn't have done it because she was focusing on trying to figure out what it was first.
Well, since you do half damage, you get 8 electricity damage or lightning damage.
Ooh,
Alright.
And we
that's
see
fun.
this.
Yeah.
We see this happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys see the whole thing happen.
I go
Alright, I
over.
start walking over,
I'll
yeah.
go over.
No,
Can I look at the door?
dancing.
I also want to look at the door.
Don't copy the dancers.
Oh, look at
Whoa.
that! I want to start copying the dance.
I
Oh my
smack
God.
him upside the head.
and I want to start with this one.
You want to start with that one?
Yes.
Where
Okay.
I left off.
And in what direction are you going?
Okay, I'm gonna
I
start
step
there,
way the
maybe
far back.
Follow
and
the
I want
line.
to do this one next.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
maybe
following the
follow.
line.
Yeah, follow the line.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
I'm also going to step back.
I'm gonna,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
gonna step back and then I'll try it in
'Cause
the
it could be
reverse
the other
order.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you follow the line?
Yep, I follow the line.
Okay. So you see that Francisco starts doing these arm motions following the line. And as he does, all of a sudden, you hear a click.
Ooh.
Follow
Guys,
the
I know
line.
more magic.
You're
Well, I'm
supposed to
still
follow
curious
the line.
about that.
I was just trying to copy the little stick. No, you had to do it in a certain order. Don't want to learn the moves first. Okay.
Well, before we possibly walk to our
Death.
next set of inconveniences, let's go explore that other set of possible inconveniences in that wagon. At least I can maybe see if I can ascertain as to what could be inside by asking some friends, and I kind of gesture to the grass and the trees and...
I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
All right. So I go ahead and I do speak with plants. I found out that it's actually you imbue plants within 30 feet of you. So it's a 30-foot radius. So all plants have some sentience, and I can ask them stuff. And so I do that. And so all the grass and the trees around me are radiating, and I say, okay, one at a time, could someone, let me know, what have you seen come in and out of this wagon or cart? What do you know what may be in it?
So again, you get this plethora of voices that just come out of anywhere, but you start to kind of hone and understand and try to really concentrate, and you pick out words here and there. You pick out girl. You pick out trap. You pick out careful. You pick out gone. Little words like that.
Can I try to go up to a tree that I'm hearing and say, okay, everyone around me, thank you for the help. If I can have only this tree speak for now to get the input from him, or whatever you are.
Whatever you
sorry.
identify as.
Yes. I don't know tree. Anyways.
So you see that the voices start to quiet down, and then the tree, you hear it say, "There was a girl. She was here. She's gone. She left. She has left and come back. She has left and not come back. Not yet. 'Tis her cart. It moves by itself. Be careful.
Have you seen any werewolves nearby?
Always.
Thank you all.
It's a pretty suave tree, man.
The trees are older. They're not as crazy.
I
They're
hope you
more
all find
Wizened.
peace with all that may be going on. And I drop the communication.
Okay.
All right. So that cart is officially creepy. There's a girl that has left it, and it moves on its own, and she has not come back since. Also, werewolves are very, very common around here.
Ooh.
So we should be on the lookout constantly.
Right, but what about the tower itself? Is it safe to enter?
He's like, I don't know about that. I don't know about towers.
You know, I may have forgotten to ask about that one. I was only really focused on those two things. But I'm sure it'll be fine.
How long does your spell last?
10 minutes.
So that was only like a 2-minute conversation. You can ask another question.
He already dropped it.
But would it be okay if I didn't drop it?
You said you dropped it. Sorry, I can't retcon. You have to cast it again if you want to do that.
All right. Sure.
You don't have to. There are other ways to see if it's safe.
All right. That's right. You know what? Yeah, that's probably better because it is a 3rd level spell.
I mean, you guys haven't even inspected it. You just kind of walked up to it.
Yeah.
You haven't done
would like-
anything to it.
I'm gonna look at the actual tower in this spec. You know, we could always do. I tend to jump the gun on ending or thinking I'm alone on things a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that right.
I would like to check out the surrounding area of the tower.
Mm-hmm. Go around the outside, see if there's any hidden doors to maybe a basement.
With the tower, you said?
Mm-hmm.
So looking around it, you do see there is scaffolding that kind of goes up and around the tower. Walking around it, you do see that about probably 2 stories up, maybe the 3rd story, there is a hole on the side of the tower in which you can enter, and the scaffolding stops there. But further inspection of the scaffolding feels very rickety.
I could totally take it.
Yeah, like maybe it would hold, maybe it wouldn't, depending.
Probably shouldn't try that.
I mean, there is a way that I could give us a good general overview of everything. I can summon 4 birds and have them look around.
I don't know if that's necessary.
I mean, that could help us if there's any werewolves around us, and
I think that's not
let's hold off just for now. I want to inspect the tower itself. Have we been given any information about the tower? Or was
You
it
just
just
know-
there's a tower?
I believe Von Richten told you that before he came to Valleki, he stayed at this tower.
Okay. Okay, I remember that.
maybe it's
The door's open now.
It's unlocked, yeah.
I very gingerly, very carefully and cautiously push it open.
I take many steps back.
Okay, you push it open, it opens right up, and you can walk in.
Inside. I don't
Okay.
walk in, I look.
It's not a very big tower. You see that, I mean, this bottom floor is probably like 20 feet by 20 feet in like almost a circular room. So it's not very big at all. You see that the flagstone floor is strewn with debris, and a few old crates stand near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower vestibule. So that would be... Oh, so it, like, you walk... If you do walk in, right now, if you're just looking in, you just see, like, a curtain, like, 5 feet in the front. If you go past the curtain, then you see all this stuff.
Before she gets too far, I'm going to give her Vigilant Blessing, so you have advantage on initiatives.
Thank you.
Initiative.
Okay. So yeah, you see that there's behind you now is a torn curtain, and then a 5-foot square indentation in the center of the floor, the very center of the room. There's a 5-foot square indentation that contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that stretch up through a similarly sized hole in the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to the chains are 4 tall clay statues. It looks as if this is like the statues are holding on to these chains, and the chains go upwards, up into the tower.
Can I tell what they're attached to?
You could probably look up, but it gets darker as it goes up. So from what you can make out, there might be some kind of platform it's attached to.
Is there any way up there? Aside
I mean,
from
it's a
pulleys?
platform with pulleys.
So like an elevator, essentially? At least
Yeah.
that's the assumption.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Okay.
Fantasy elevators.
Before I mess with that, I would like to check out, you said there were boxes?
I said that there are a few old
Crates.
crates stand near the east wall.
Being careful of any like traps or anything like that. I would like to check those out.
Okay, yeah. You go over and you check, looking around, not really seeing anything that would kind of spark your attention as to what's, if anything's bad. You look over, the crates are open and they're empty.
I don't know if that person is coming back. Do I see any signs of like someone living here?
Not down here. Mm-mm.
So, did
Yeah.
that tree ever say when the girl left? Because it seems like the cart has only been here for like a day.
Do I remember what he said about that? I know he said something about like
He never said how long. He just said she's come and gone, but she hasn't. She's come and gone. Like, essentially, he was saying she's come and gone multiple times, but she has gone this time and hasn't come back yet.
the tree said that she's come and gone from the wagon. I don't know about the... I don't think the tower. But she's gone and she hasn't returned yet.
Right. I will pull the pulleys.
So you go to touch the pulleys.
Wait. Before I touch them, I want to check if there's any traps.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and check for traps. Give me an investigation check.
Investigation is a 0, so that's a 16.
You don't see any traps.
Do I get any of that energy that was at the door?
I mean, you didn't feel any energy.
Well,
at the
I mean, I
door.
got shocked, and so I'm assuming there's like Arcana something. So do I sense any Arcana?
You would have to do detect magic.
I don't want to touch anything. Well,
It's okay. I can touch it. And I begin pulling on the pulley.
Oh, gee.
It doesn't move. Like, it doesn't, the chains, it's like stuck in the grasp of the statue. It's as if it looks like they're holding it as if they would move it.
Oh, it's probably some spell.
I will enter the room And
Okay.
I will cast Detect Magic.
You go to cast the spell, and nothing. You can't draw on Arcana.
I tried
Uh,
casting Shocking Grasp on one of the statues.
Your hand doesn't light up. You touch the statue, but it doesn't move.
I was about to suggest that we leave, but now I'm super curious. Okay, so there's no way up as far as I can tell from where we are.
As soon as you say the word up, all of the statues say up and start pulling. And you see the platform raises to the next
I
story
jump
up.
up on it.
Down! Down!
Down! And they start
I'm
moving it down.
I'm
Who's
hanging
the
with
wizard now? Who's magical now?
Eh.
I can command. Spoon.
sideways.
It doesn't work.
Taco.
So you see eventually the platform does come down and rests on, but it is a small platform. It's only 5 feet across. It's not a big
I
platform.
swoop onto it and I say,
I turn into a child and quickly jump on her back.
Okay.
hey! You're going to make me fall.
And
Yeah,
it'll be-
you see
it'll be
you
fine,
see
it'll
Spit
be
pushes
fine.
him off. He's like, "This is my back."
I hold on with all my might.
So as soon as you say up, the golems start pushing it up. The statue, big statue-looking things.
Barely
You make
hanging
it to the second floor, and it stops. And you look around, and you see that dust and cobwebs fill this otherwise empty room. The wooden floor of which is badly rotted and partially collapsed. There's nothing in here but rotted floor and cobwebs.
is it dim light in here?
So yeah, there are in every room going up, there are arrow slits that come in. And right now, imra'lyr is the only one who can see this because it's a 5-foot platform.
Would I be able to use my...
Sorry, somebody didn't
I
make
guess it's firbolg med. Oh, wait, no. My... What's it called? Steps of the Brave. And... like, give myself a flying speed equal to my walking speed. Would that work? That's a...
Racial
I don't
trait.
get- no, it's my... It is a cleric feature,
Oh.
but it's not a spell.
So any
Or is it
type,
just any magic?
any type of magic
Okay.
does not work here.
Wait.
Does that include
Wait.
B
I
shape?
say,
Does that include
Oh, his
my
eye.
shape change?
Your shape change is not magical. That's like a thing that your cells in your body can do.
Got
So
it.
that's
Okay.
different. But if it's an
So-
arcana magical thing.
What about his eye? Does his eye work anymore?
So his eye he can still
Am I
see.
suddenly okay?
Okay.
Good.
He's suddenly blind in one eye.
No, you can still see.
Okay.
Because
What about
remember, it
wild
is
shape?
you feel as if it is attached to your optical nerve.
Right.
So you
right.
can still see.
Okay. Just trying to figure out what works and what
Which-
doesn't.
which Francisco has not communicated to us at all that Strahd's watching us.
Nope.
So we don't know. Okay, I say, up.
Okay, so you hear below you, up, and the statues start bringing you up. You get to the third
She's
floor,
taking too much enjoyment out of this.
and you see time and the elements have all but destroyed this chamber, leaving a gash in the northwest wall and slimy black mildew on the walls. The wooden floor is completely rotted and has begun to fall away in places. You see that outside of the hole in the wall is the top of that scaffold you saw outside.
Does it go any higher?
The scaffold?
The
Or the elevator. You see there's a hole above you. There's one more.
Up!
Up. You start going again. And you get to the top floor. You see that unlike the levels below, this room shows a sign of recent habitation. And although the place reeks of mold and mildew, it has plenty of creature comforts, including a cozy bed, a desk with matching chair, bright tapestries, and a large iron stove with plenty of wood to feed it. Light enters through arrow slits as well as through dirt-caked windows with broken shutters. Although our other features of the room include a standing suit of armor and a wooden chest. Old wooden rafters bend under the weight of the tower roof, which has somehow remained intact. Mounted to the rafters are pulleys around which hang iron chains that support the tower's elevator platform.
I take a look at the armor. Is it special?
Is she off the platform?
So,
I'm still on the platform. I'm just looking. Can I tell if it's a special armor?
it looks like armor.
Regular.
It looks like actually pretty well kept like knight's armor.
So like plate armor and chainmail and stuff?
Like plate armor. Like it looks like really nice armor.
Hmm. I want to stick my toe out and tap my foot on the floor and then bring it back onto the elevator.
It seems pretty sturdy.
Okay. Who's with me?
Just you and Spit.
And me.
I apparently didn't make it up.
Oh.
No, you got shoved off.
Spit, do you think we should snoop?
Well, yeah, I mean, what else are we doing here?
Okay, let's go. Looking for traps. I'm gonna start snooping.
Okay. So looking around, what are you snooping in? Let me see. I can pop open a little picture for you.
Yeah.
While this is happening, I would like to perform
You gonna lay down?
speak to animals as a ritual, because this is like taking time.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to ask Henrietta to stand guard and squawk if she sees anyone.
Are you
Okay.
doing inside or outside of the tower?
Just right outside the door, so I'm like kind of nearby, but we have eyes looking out.
Okay, good call. So this is the room you see. You see the suit of armor over here. Here's a desk with some stuff on it. Here's the fireplace with the wood. Here's, I believe, another desk. And then here's the chest, and here's a bed.
I go to the bed.
Okay. So you go snooping around the bed.
And I go to touch and see if anything's lying in it. That might be invisible. Or first, do I see any indication, like someone might be on the bed, like you know how a bed would have an imprint of weight or something?
No, you don't really see anything.
The covers could also be up.
Right. Well, and unless they're on top of the covers. Okay. I decide to snoop through the desk.
Okay. You snoop around and you see that there's like an ink quill and some paper, but the paper doesn't really have anything written on it. It looks like a lot of this stuff is super old, like it's maybe been here a while. Maybe this stuff on the desk hasn't been used in a while.
Does it seem like this is kind of like, is there dust? Like no one's been here for a long time? Or is it like cleaned up?
No, it looks pretty cleaned up. It looks like there could have been something here.
Recently?
Or someone here recently, yeah.
Not our buddy who left a while ago?
No, it looks like it could be someone here more recent than that.
Okay. I go over to the chest.
Okay. You
'Cause we
get close
all
to
know.
it. You get close to it and you start to smell the aroma of lavenders coming from the wooden chest.
Would I know what that means? Would Imra know what that means?
Make a nature check.
Oh, deal. 15.
You would ascertain that usually lavender could be associated with magical oils, oils that would help longevity and keep things from decaying. Maybe could be like an embalming type smell.
Makes sense with the cart downstairs. Okay. I want to check it for traps.
You check it and you find that it is actually unlocked.
I peek in, but I'm careful if there's like some spell that's gonna shoot something out at me.
So you open it and you see that there inside is what appears to be a severed head of a human.
Okay.
Its flesh has kind of a waxy complexion and has been embalmed with the magical oils you smelled. And it doesn't seem to have decayed at all. In fact, it looks like it's sleeping. It looks as if like a human were sleeping. Like if it was attached to a body, you would think that it was just asleep.
Spit, come here.
What is it?
Do you see what I see?
I think I do.
Do you see a severed head of a person that looks like they're sleeping?
Yeah, it's really creepy.
Yeah. I kind of want to try to talk to it. Should I talk to it?
How?
I don't know. I was just thinking, like, just to test to see if it's really asleep. Maybe, though, if we do talk to it, it could be an alarm, and then something terrible could happen.
Try it.
Okay. Hello? Dead person.
And that's where we're going to end our session.
I
Dang it.
know. Oh, man, that means something.
Henrietta
You don't
needs
know
to
what it
keep her
means. It
ass
could
on.
mean
It could ju-
anything.
It could
Man,
mean
me would be
nothing.
so into that.
Maybe it
my.
means that I have classes tomorrow.
Oh,
Aw.
sad day. Pobrecita. Pobrecito.
So,
Whatever you
Are
are.
you sure?
I mean,
You changed into Shakira enough.
I know,
I
right?
mean, yeah.
All right. Well, everyone at home, thank you so much for watching this evening. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Curse of Strahd. I know I did. I didn't want to stop. That's why we kept playing. But this was a really fun episode. Thanks for joining me, you guys.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any announcements? Anything they want to...
I am going to be guesting on another stream. At least that is the plan. November 7th. I forgot to look up their name and remind myself. But I will have more information about that next week.
Yeah, you can also announce it on our Twitter
Yeah,
or
I'll put it up
Facebook or...
on our social media and just keep updated. So watch out for that. I met some of the people I'm going to be playing with, and they're awesome. And I'm really excited. And yeah, it'll be fun. So come watch me play on another stream.
Awesome. Anyone have anything else?
The one-shots that we have done are going through final editing processes so that they are readable and very usable for y'all. So that should be up in the next week or two. So we'll be putting that up online for you guys.
Original Lakeside Legendz one shot.
Yeah. So we'll get that up if you guys want to play some of the one shots that we have been playing here. We have done a couple so far, and there will be more to come. Also, we are going to get started on our project for the audio podcast campaign. It's still a ways out from actually coming out, but production is starting. So there's going to be lots of music and folly and more stuff. It's going to be audio only, so we'll make sure you know where to look out for, like on Spotify and possibly iTunes and all that good stuff. So yeah, we're very excited about that. Does anyone have anything else? No? No.
Just that I'm excited to listen to y'all play.
All right. Yeah, unfortunately, me won't be able to join us for that one, but that's okay. So everyone at home, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it so very much. Don't forget to hit follow, like, subscribe. We've got Twitter, YouTube. We have all of our stuff up on YouTube, Lakeside Legendz, our Mines of Phandelver that we did, plus now the Curse of Strahd and all of our one-shots and Arcana Inc., where Laura sits down with our cast members to draw their characters and future characters for the audio podcast that we're going to be coming out with. We also have our website, lakesidelegends.com, where we have everything there, including the art that Laura did with all of Arcana Inc., and then some. And we also have a donation button at the very bottom of our Twitch channel. If you want to donate to us, you are more than welcome. We always appreciate it. But everything we have done so far has been pretty much free. There might be more stuff to come where we might start doing pay if you want it. I don't know. We'll see what we're doing. I don't know. We haven't figured it out yet. But for now, everything's pretty much free, which is great because we love our audience and our audience loves free things. So, yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So thank you again for joining us. We appreciate it so much, and we hope to see you next time down by the lakeside. See ya.
Go back for the head.